For all y'all listening right now, uh, Jason did sound like a chipmunk before he started, but he changed his mic out. Let's roll the tape. Greeting and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man Probably presents another episode of You Know What It Is, man. It is comic book talk with friends, and we got some things to talk about. Sorry we were late. We were sitting back behind the scenes, just talking about like some of the greatest of all time. He's talking about that and trying to help Jason out with his mic because he sounded like a chipmunk for a minute. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So thank you guys for being here. It's going to be a great show today for all of y'all that's actually stopping in late with us, man. A lot to talk about. A lot to go over, so join us. Let's get busy. What's going on to the panel? How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing this evening?
All good,
what up, man. What up, brothers? What up, chat? What up? My bad Monday. We was in the back, philosophing and
Pedro be wild. That's my dude, bro.
Yeah, all the good stuff, bro. All the good stuff.
Happy Monday with you guys. Happy Monday.
Everybody needs to hear this.
Hold up, play it again so people would know that that's Jason on his chipmunk mic saying my bad. Play it again. In case you need translation, he said my bad.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
You already know, bro. My bad. That's definitely what it is. It's my bad,
bro. I only have 41 more figures to box, and that's
41. Did you start to move yet? Did you?
Yeah. I've been moving for the last week and a half. I moved 261 figures over to the new place already, bro. In the
261.
Damn. I got 42 more to go, and that's it. All my cases almost empty except for 4. Word. That's it, bro. That's it.
I mean,
that is crazy. Wow.
That is crazy, bro.
How do you know your number count? Full count?
Yeah.
What is it? If you don't mind me asking.
373.
Woo!
373, and I got 6 more coming.
Yeah,
Thrawn. I finally got a hold of it.
You gotta do something special for 400, bro. You gotta do something special
for Thrawn, Black Adam, Wrecker. Who else? There's 3 more. It's 6 coming. Oh, Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
And it's from us 2 oldies. I can't remember what it is. But I got 6 of them coming, man. I can't wait. I'll be at like 378, 379.
Damn, see, I don't count.
Yep, I tried to climb up that tree with Lael like months ago. He's like, nah.
Bro, I do because I got him insured.
Vinny, will you tell them why I don't count, bro?
Because of the money.
You're down here, bro. Will you tell them why I do not count, bro?
I feel like I get that. Like, I don't count my comics. Like, that makes it. I don't know. It feels. I don't know. Because if you count it, it makes it feel like you collecting for the numbers.
For the numbers, yeah. It just.
Yeah. No, I do it because that's how I keep track of all my parts where everything goes.
Yeah, I mean,
I got all my stuff and all of it's insured. So that's why I keep track of everything I got. If something's missing, I'll know.
It makes sense too. I probably would get to
hey yo,
we're just
hey yo, Pedro.
That boy said crack.
Hey, bro. Yesterday for y'all was a pandemonium.
Yo, y'all got beat by the cow. Man, they called steers the steer girls. They are trash, bro.
Hey, yo, Pedro.
Oh my God. He did it.
Is that what we doing, bro?
Wow.
Is that what we doing tonight, bro?
That
For real?
went for the jugular.
Hey, yo, Pedro, that's what we doing tonight? For real? Is that what we doing, bro?
The Commanders are going to go all the way. The Redskins are back.
You celebrating a little bit too early, though, bro. You know how y'all do in postseason.
That was 1 year, buddy.
Nah, it ain't no just 1 year.
That was 1 year, buddy. The year before, guess what? The year before that was
celebrating a little bit too much there,
hold
bro.
Hold on. That was 1 year, buddy. That was 1 year.
You still celebrating a little too much.
No, calm down, dog. Calm down. What Saquon do yesterday? 302 yards by himself.
I mean, that was who y'all was playing.
302 yards by himself. The Rams?
Yeah.
They got one of the top defenses in the NFL. Top 4.
Yeah, not away.
What?
Not away, bro.
We went to LA.
Yeah, well,
we played them at home.
Y'all played them at home, but still,
that's
it don't matter,
game.
bro. Y'all wasn't. Y'all mean still.
Listen.
That's cool, but you celebrate a little bit too early, bro. Too early. I want to see what y'all gonna do in the postseason. Look, listen, we've been trash for years, bro. So when there's hope, there's hope. We ain't had a championship since '93. I get that, bro. I get that. And I'm cool with that. So the expectation for us was already low coming into the season. So it's nothing to really cry about.
Let me tell you.
But if y'all get to the big dance one more time, bro. One more time.
We going. Don't worry.
Okay.
We going.
Okay.
We going. But your boy Kingsbury is a curse, dog. This man always start off like 7 and whatever, 7 and 8 and those.
I see what time it is tonight.
Mid-season, he's trash, bro. All day. All day.
What time it is tonight.
All day.
I'm just letting y'all know. I'm gonna put some ban notices out here. Y'all gonna be banned, put on timeout.
Nah, no, he ain't.
Anybody saying something else about my Commanders, bro? But you know what? Talk all this shit y'all want. Loyalty is loyalty. I've been riding with these motherfuckers for the longest time.
Let me tell you, that boy is good. He needs some more wide receivers and some linemen. And Daniel's gonna be straight for a long time. Trust me.
Word. Hold up, you ordered from Sideshow today and got the free Superman and Batman.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, the Black Friday thing.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's going on.
Anyway,
that's next week, all week, right? Different figures all week.
Hell yeah. Anyway, thank you guys, man, for being here again. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We got a stack show of some things to talk about. I got a bone to pick. I told y'all that when like yesterday, people who were watching Collectors Lounge, I told you I had a bone to pick because but off the top, just to let y'all and warm y'all up about this. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I thought about this and Jen, we've talked about this for a while. Vinny, we've talked about this. We've all talked about this for a while, and
some bullshit.
It's bullshit on so many different levels because there's two individuals that seemingly got a pass.
Facts.
That got a clear pass, bro. Based on
one of them was running DC right now.
Right, and it's crazy they got a pass like that, bro. But you got one, and I'm saying it specifically, bro, because it's like I believe it is the fear of what is to come, bro. Because there's no way in hell that a Blade movie should be in limbo like this. There's no way in hell that you can basically blame the success of a franchise and say that, okay, well, no, fans weren't into a character or fans, just gave pushback on, Kang because he, no, it was the fucking writing. And y'all don't want to basically mess up to that. Marvel, Disney Marvel, y'all are on some bullshit. Right. And based on that, I'm just like, I don't like what I'm fucking seeing, bro. I really, really don't like what I'm seeing,
this is what I've been saying about Black Panther, about Blade, and now about Kang. Like it's like
it don't
I
make
don't
sense.
Understand, bro. I don't understand. Like I don't get it, bro.
I
do get it. I do get it.
I get it, but it's just like I don't get it. Put it this way. I get it because I know exactly what the fuck it is.
I know what it is.
And it just kind of upsets me a little bit. Especially after last week, I was just thinking about this, like, why? And then you see like so many motherfuckers talking about the reasons why they won't bring him back. Low performance. That's
bullshit.
Low ratings. People weren't really adjusted.
Those are justifications that help people get over the
exactly, bro.
They wanted to pull away from that, bro, because they were afraid about
you didn't feel like that when you were in the middle of it.
Fuck out of here.
Y'all
exactly.
Gung ho.
Exactly.
Gung ho in the middle of this shit, bro. Like that's the thing is I just don't know how some motherfuckers can get past. But we'll get into it. We'll talk about that. In a little bit before we jump in, because I was kind of pissed off about it. I was like, we gotta talk about this. It's something definitely we gotta talk about. Because
I looked at my display case. I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry, King.
And no, Vinny didn't slide in and be like,
hey, Leo, why don't you talk about that Jonathan Major shit?
and slide out.
Yeah.
He said,
I think I hit Vinny about it when I first saw that shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just couldn't believe it, dog.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, it's like, I'm gonna bring Deadpool in on this too. I'm gonna probably piss a lot of people off, bro, because the little quips and this, like, the throwing shade on what was done. Okay, and the thing is, they are literally blaming the multiverse and the performance of that shit on Jonathan Majors' version of Kang. You might as well say it's almost like they're doing that, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You gotta scapegoat somebody.
But the thing is, bro, during the Loki series, that Kang was perfection, dog. From as soon as they introduced him, perfection. You put him in a fucking movie, and the writing is whack. Yo, Kang getting beat by ants, fam.
You know what? Exactly. We pulled this
up.
A
dude that can erase you from existence getting beat by ants.
Exactly.
Nobody theorized that.
You call it Avengers Kang Dynasty, but yet you wanted to say after the trial you was never going to use Jonathan Majors again. Bullshit.
That's crazy, dog.
Like that, yeah, bro. Nah. Anyway, we'll talk about that and much more. Before we actually dip in, we gotta play. Just funny because watching Vinny, he's just like, yo, I'm waiting. He's like saying shit. Bro, I'm waiting. Just
when I posted this shit on my page, Vinny was going at people left and right, bro. I was cracking up.
we gonna talk about that in just a minute, bro. Because that shit, like, I was like, yeah, I'm pissed. Let's pay homage to the places we got these figures from. Shout out to my man Underground, my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, he'll definitely take care of you. Got everything that you need to proceed. No NRD. On top of that, right now, free shipping from the 28th. I believe it's the 28th of February. Of November to I believe the 3rd or the 4th. Might even be the 5th of December. So it's free shipping on all in stock items. So if you're looking for it, hit him up. Free fucking shipping starting on the 28th.
If you find a mini parachute on your box, that's because Ray pinpointed your location and catapulted that shit.
Word.
Straight to your motherfucking house. So
he's going Hunger Games your shit on a little parachute with a blinking light.
He bringing this shit back to medieval
days.
But
definitely give him a shout out. No NRD, he will definitely take care of everything that you need. Also got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawkeye Toys. Not only do you get the figure that you're looking for, you get a comic book stickers as well. Your boxes smell good. It's neatly packaged. On top of that, he is the proud sponsor of Figure Flex Friday's Fall Fallout. If you haven't already signed up, head on over there and do so, because it's just the way to get banned. But anyway, make sure that you are submitting your shit, especially if you want to be in the running for a nice little care package for your boy Ray. Always a pillar in the community, so definitely shout out to him. Also, I got to give a shout out to my man Jacob over there at Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, he got it. 1/10 scale, 12 scale comics, anything you need to proceed, make sure you hit him up, and he will definitely take care of you as always. Also, last but not least, got to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Maju Case, Maju Space. If you're looking for an incredible display right now, he also has a Black Friday deal. So he got deals on, as you can see right here, Black Friday sale that he has running for a while. It's actually ending on the 30th of the month. So definitely get in when you fit in to get you a nice little discount on some of those pieces. So shout out to him as well. Let's see who here we have in the chat with us. This amazing. Why does my computer keep doing this? Doing some stupid shit. This amazing evening. We got my man Malika Babe in the building. WRNR Real Negro Radio in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, we got Amber Man in the building. Thank you for being here, as always. Pedro Lopez is here. We say Malika. We got NWJ in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. We got the DI Universe TV. He said whoever made the decision to put him in the Ant-Man movie and kill by an ant destroyed everything.
Facts.
Yep. Yeah, y'all getting Vinny up the scene. Vinny's,
bro. Come on, Brad. Come on, dog.
Hey, he getting to the real crux of the issue, though.
Word.
He getting to the real issues right here.
Yeah, Marvel.
You talking about depowering the Joker?
Yep.
Come on, bro. Come on,
Yep,
bro. They really
definitely. We
fucked
got
up
my
with that.
man Tijuana Mike's in the building. We got my
Yo,
man
yo,
Striker 47. We got Dockinator, the real
yo,
booty king in the building, who got some
the doc,
Asgardian
Whoop,
booty
whoop.
this weekend because he
the
was
doc.
smiling yesterday,
Wow.
bro, in his picture. Yeah, you got, bro, he was smiling. I was like, yo, I hope everybody had a good day. I was like, yo, this bull got some Asgardian booty.
Bro,
Ain't nothing
Let me
wrong
see
with
who
that.
else we got. Pedro in the building.
or is that, or he got all you can eat crocodile meat?
Oh,
You know?
wow.
You can eat crocodile.
Hold up. What Pedro just say to you, dog?
What did he say?
Yo,
Even my Cowboys' best kicker kept missing. Cowboys still won. See?
bro. No, before that,
What'd he say?
bro. Yo, he
Also,
said,
it was the Cowboys' backup QB. Oh, you got jokes? What you laughing at, Jay? She laughing a little bit too hard, bro. Yeah, yo. But yeah, let me see who else we got in here. We got
oh man, my bad. Hey,
we got we see who else we got in the building with us. We got Aaron
Fuck you mean
Collection in the
Tupac
building.
from
Thank you for being
Sideshow.
here.
Wait a minute, they got Tupac 6-scale figure on Sideshow. I'm
What happened? What's this at?
Striker 47. I'm getting my hands on that Justice League deal and get that Tupac from. Oh, I think you mean Tupac.
Oh,
okay,
Tupac.
Tupac. You said
I got you now.
Me up.
I got you. I got you. It's West Coast over here. I see
Wow.
Tupac.
Wow.
Oh, you okay?
Wow.
My bad.
Wow.
My bad.
Wow.
I was like,
I had to look
wait.
up like, wait, Tupac. What you talking about?
Did the
Bro.
Baker disrespect Pop?
You got to put the K
Wow.
on that, bro.
Bruh, yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy. Who else have we got folding on in here, man? I think we got everybody pretty much covered so far. Yeah, so definitely good, man. Definitely good.
Jedi Pimp, you want to see the face of abuse?
What's that?
That young man that was up there on the screen, that's the face of abuse right there.
Who?
That's when your team gets bounced by the same team in playoffs, that's what you do.
Whose face?
Y'all wrong, man. Leave that
Whose
boy alone
face?
tonight, dog.
Whose
Leave him
face
alone.
you talking about,
Leave him
bro?
alone tonight, bro. Leave him alone.
You talking about me, man?
I won't. Hey,
leave him alone, bro.
No, not you.
Leave him alone.
Not you.
Who?
Not
Leave him
you.
alone.
Not
Who,
you.
Aaron?
We have a person in the chat whose team has gone to the Super Bowl 4 times and it's fucking lost.
Oh, you talking
We
about
don't want to
Aaron?
fucking see you in there anymore.
Aaron.
Nobody wants to see your
We
team
got
in there anymore.
Ball in the building.
Congrats for winning your regular season Super Bowl. How's that fared out for the last 3 years, 4 years,
Talking about
5
Aaron.
years for you?
What the hell?
Young Aaron, duh.
Oh, wow.
You
Well,
know,
keep going. Anyway,
That's brutal, dog.
yeah,
Cornelius, I went to school in Chi-Town. It's the second home for me, for sure. But
Hell
it isn't
yeah,
my
bro.
original home.
Chicago ain't doing
Appreciate
shit.
that. We got my man Moses Blackthorn in the building. Thank you for being here, brothers. Always appreciate it. But yeah, man. So a lot of things we gonna talk about today. What y'all want to talk about first? Let's talk about again. Vinny, you wanted you kind of bring because I kind of changed the whole thing once because like we haven't really talked about the great Bryan Hitch. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth talking about. So I was like, yeah, we can skip the one I had up there. We'll do this one, do that one next week.
Yeah,
And
we'll talk about
Bryan Hitch. Yeah, we'll talk about Bryan Hitch because I think Bryan Hitch definitely an artist that has just brought some of the greatest pieces, literally of all time, bro. And again, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about your boy Vinny. I'll let you lead this one off, man.
Yeah, Brian. We talked about Mark Millard last week, and his favorite partner in crime is Bryan Hitch, who I've been a fan of for a couple decades now plus, and he's been on just a ton of books, and I've always been a fan of his art style for the amount of indescribable detail that he puts in his work, because this motherfucker puts in scores and scores and scores of detail in an age where so much digital stuff is out there meant to be out fast TikTok 5-second attention span generation, and he's from a era where it's just like, nah, I'm going to draw all the different rubble in this building that collapsed, and I'm not just going to put hash lines in the background for when and just focus on splash pages. He puts a ton of heart and energy and detail into every book, and you always get a ton of background detail and a ton of characters and ton of like extras. Like everything that he draws, every book that he draws just has this epic feel because of how much work he puts in. He's gotten kind of a reputation for being a slow drawer and behind on schedules, and I don't give a fuck because if I get a book in February instead of January because he's making it a 38 page fucking feast for the eyes instead of a 22 page phoned in issue, I'm fine with that. Like I really don't give a shit. Like it's worth it every time he takes for a book. It pays off. He started off with early books like Death's Head and She-Hulk, and he transitioned to Stormwatch. Then he started to really get famous off of Authority, which is going to be possibly circulating with like rumors of them maybe making it animated film instead of the live action film. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, I'm sure they were to his style that he implemented with the books. Then he did also one of my favorite tabloid books, which like Alex Ross kind of made famous with the Batman and Superman War on Peace books type format with the JLA Heaven's Ladder. And that book, I mean, it just super catered to his style because it was an oversized tabloid format, and you just got just an insane, ridiculous amount of detail. And then he got to the book that really, really like cut his teeth, made him, for all intents and purposes, a household name type in the industry with the Ultimates. So while Bendis was over on Spidey doing his thing, he was doing his on Ultimates and gave us the versions of Hulk and Ant-Man and Tony and Nick Fury and Cap that is very similar to what we've seen in the Avengers films by Whedon, and we spoke on it last week with Mark. And all those ideas that Mark had, like Bryan brought to life, and in his style and his way, and with his kineticness, his aggression. And I feel like he made those characters like jump off the page, and it always felt so action packed, so lively. And he was a huge part of why those that series was such a breath of fresh air for the Avengers and such a big hit. And then he did just phenomenal work with Mark again on Fantastic Four. So he did a ton of awesome stuff with him on Fantastic Four. He worked with him a bunch and worked with Hickman a bunch on Fantastic Four. Like his stuff on there was just incredible. Also big for drawing Age of Ultron, which was obviously another Avengers movie that they heavily used for the second film. A lot of different stints on Justice League. He did a few stints on Venom. He recently did Ultimate Invasion, which of course kicked off the Ultimate Comics that we have now of this new series. And yeah, it's like you get a Bryan Hitch book, you're going to get somebody who poured their heart into that book and did an amazing job with as much detail as they could bring to the table, as much life and energy and amazing composition. He's one of the best to me. I think he's up there with the greats. I love the amount of detail, because there's other guys that put a lot of detail and kineticness and craziness, like say the Capello and Tony Daniel types. But I think when Bryan does it, he does it with more just more realistic type detail and background, whereas theirs is like a wilder style, and his is a kind of like clean chaos. It's like a more organized chaos of a style. It's just more detail, and their style obviously is great for speed, but his style is takes more time. But just pick up literally any book that he's done, and you can see why it takes longer because this motherfucker is putting in tons of crazy amount of detail, and that's the type. And there's other artists that do that, but they usually do like fucking covers or one shots, and he does monthly titles like that, interiors, everything. As somebody knows what it's like to like try to force himself to like beat a deadline and just like push that shit out there, I respect the hell out of it, man. The dude is a beast. Definitely Moses, a Perez type, adding in tons of detail, different styles, but the same mind state of getting in as much as you possibly can, making the world feel real. Different like art styles, but the same like headspace of a ton of detail and small spaces and tons of amazing backgrounds and tons of characters. So Bryan Hitch, everybody's got some Bryan Hitch stuff at their collection.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. If anybody and everybody, if you're a fan or not a fan of the makers and of the maker with the Ultimates and Fantastic Four, then come on, bro. Even his run, pretty much again, when we talk about Hickman and them, like there's always a marriage because it's just sort of like it's just like his go-to. The cover that he actually did, with Franklin and Valeria Richards, bro, when they resurrected Galactus, bro, when he resurrected Galactus, that shit was fucking dope. But again, it's always his work ethics and just bringing that almost realism. And that's what I think it was basically because of him that made the Ultimates as popular as it was. You know what I mean? It was his art style, his eye, everything, bro. It was incredible.
Yeah, there's iconic, like, I mean, I'll be 100 years old if I make it there and still remember. You think this A stands for France? That shit is so fucking fire. Like, it's not just the words; it's the imagery that came with it. Him kicking Hulk out of the helicopter. Him kicking Bruce Banner out of the helicopter to land on the aliens. Because and that's part of some of the characters he created too. Like, he's responsible for ultimate versions of all those characters: Chitauri, Thor. Yeah, like, too bad we can't.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
He did, but nah, go ahead, bro.
Boy, I can't wait for that shit, bro. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, bro.
You slice that in there like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, just slicing it into the film.
For real.
It's I know, Brady.
That's crazy.
I caught a C and D the other day. So I have to refer to her now as a Mrs. Majors, which is wild.
Yeah.
That's all I can speak about on the matter of that individual.
That's a comic book name now, Megan Majors.
Megan Majors.
She gotta be a superhero now.
Word.
Megan Majors. But nah, Bryan, again, bro, even some of his classic X-Men runs, bro. Like, some of the shit that he did with the X-Men was incredible. So yeah, bro. Trial of Magneto
with the Avengers all like
that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Ultimates.
Yeah.
That's what brought me back to the Avengers too, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, I was like, it's definitely worth talking about Hitch. Because again, his run, his pretty much his giant size. Even Alberticus, I'll make it up to you, bro. I promise I'll make it up to you on this one, bro. I give you this one, Alberticus, bro, because again, this is like this right here, bro. Crazy, bro. Fire, bro.
Yep.
You got to get this, Alberticus.
Yeah, I have that one.
Definitely got to get this.
I didn't realize it was him.
Is this new or
Nah.
This is giant size. I think this was like back in 20. I think it was like 2016, 2017.
2017, I think it dropped.
2017, yeah.
2016, 2017.
Yeah. New-ish, but
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, so definitely a dope run. But yeah, Hitch, bro. He's again, bro. I love his color palette. I like the realism, the detail in the characters, and most of all, his proportions. The proportions are always on point. Like the characters, again, or just
you know what?
value. Yep.
The Ultimate Thor redesign. A lot of people wasn't feeling that. I love that design for Thor, bro.
The big ass lights on his
Word, bro.
Yeah.
And then he had instead of having Mjolnir, he had like the what was it called? The hammer, Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Had the freaking hammer with the axe, bro. I love that.
That was one of the introductions of
Stormbreaker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like no cape, no nothing. Just a beard,
I
no hair.
remember having a poster of Ultimate Thor with the rain and the light. Fire, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That whole design, people wasn't feeling it. I don't know why they wanted him in the helmet and still, but like, bro, like that design was fire, bro. With the big light, the freaking big lights on the armor, bro, and the Stormbreaker and the Mjolnir was dope design.
If there's anyone who is maybe a little bit younger and never seen it, go peep the Ultimate Avengers. It's an animated film that they made after this, success of the Ultimates, where the Ultimates had to fight, Avengers had to fight Hulk. That shit was incredible,
crazy, epic.
I remember sitting there watching it, going,
"Epic fight, bro!"
Speechless, just amazing.
And then Captain America's design was so practical with stuff that I had in Iraq. So I remember I did a custom figure Captain America with all the stuff I had in Iraq, and he made that. He had that same helmet, bro. Like that was a dope design for Captain America, modernized version of Captain America's suit. That wasn't just the spandex. He had the freaking canteen. He had the gun. Yo, that was a dope ass design for Captain America, bro. So practical.
Yeah. Bryan modernized all those costumes, but it never felt silly. Even Iron Man.
Iron Man suit was more practical.
And you had the blue fluid in there that maybe it would be more realistic.
Fuck yeah, bro. So again, like Vinny said, if everybody got some Hitch, you got some Bryan Hitch in your collection somewhere, man.
Yeah,
like, definitely. And one of the ones that's still around. So again, one of the greats that's still around and more work to come. So definitely incredible. And his influence is pretty much one of the reasons why I, and not just because there's I believe it's just his work, which was so influential in even bringing the Ultimates back. You know what I mean? The Ultimate Universe back.
Yeah.
Because it was so well received, when, during its run. It was something that, again, we had never seen. And, just that touch of Hickman and, some of the writing and stuff on that, I fucking hate it. It made it so good. When you hate a character so much, even after the council reads, you basically hate the maker so much. But then it's like, okay.
Well, Pym was a dickhead in there too. Hank Pym. He was a dickhead. He was a dickhead in all.
Yeah. And Incredible Hulk was a cannibal. But you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Crazy. But yeah, definitely, man. Great pick this week, bro. Definitely. If you don't know, so get out there and get it. Moving on, I want to move on to this real quick because this is something has been talked about for like the last couple of weeks. Last week, Kevin Feige kind of doubled down on the simple fact that during the next few MCU releases and films that we're going to actually see on the big screen, you're going to see, different characters or mutants that are going to be introduced, some familiar faces that are going to be introduced. So it's sort of like he's saying that Captain America Brave New World, we're going to see someone there, with the Thunderbolts, we're going to see something there. With Fantastic Four, we'll possibly see something there. So I don't know how far in depth he's going to go with it, but those teases are going to kind of be sprinkled out through the MCU, and then they're actually warming it up for the Mutant Saga after Secret Wars. It's interesting. It's interesting because I don't know if I believe him.
I'm about to say the same thing. My trust for him is not the best.
I don't know if I believe him, bro. I tried to, but I don't know if I can fucking believe him, bro. Right. Because here's the thing. It's almost, and Vinny, this is like I said before, it's almost like I don't want to see them tied in to the MCU that way. I don't want to see them tied into, because the thing is, the mutants and the X-Men in general, bro, I mean, just the different factions, the different teams, there's so much, it's like a rose gallery of stories that can be told away from this shit. Now I know that they want to prep to get people ready for it.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I don't know. I don't know what to believe, bro.
I feel like I'm hopeful that what we might get is a bunch of like fan service, here you go bullshit that is just to hold people over. And I'm not hoping, but I'm assuming that what we might ultimately get is a universe reset after Secret War, in which the X-Men always were there. And I think that that might be a solution to the mutant problem.
So you think it's just like they've been there, or
because of all the different little issues that they have, one of the solutions could be to, and that's basically the crux of Secret War anyway, was a comics reset. So we might see a cinematic reset in which you can you don't have to worry about RTJ as Doom anymore. If people bitching about that. You don't have to worry about Fantastic Four being from another universe before. People bitching about that. You won't have. You can bring in a different Cap. You can bring in a different Tony. You can bring in a different T'Challa. You can do all that shit and keep characters you want, pick and choose, just like the fuck they did with the 616 in the comics. They brought in Miles. They brought in Maker. They brought in who they wanted to, and then they just reset everything, and then they might create like a new universe in which the X-Men have been there all this time. And then that doesn't take away any prior stories of building up, because they can always tell a previous story if they want to. They can always go back and tell an Age of Apocalypse story if they want to. They can move forward or backwards in time and tell any of those stories. But I think that was always the big problem, because the mutants, it doesn't make sense if you just introduce mutant gene now, because it would take generations for the mutants that we see in the comics in virtually any era except for the 60s because as you went on, it was just like, oh yeah, all these guys were here all along and shit like that. And then there was like hundreds and hundreds and then thousands, and you can't kind of do that. It takes time to do that in the comics. In a film, it's possible. So if you reboot and then just say, all right, they were all here, then there's no rules anymore. Then that, like, oh, where were they during the fight with Thanos? Where were they? Thanos. Then all that shit goes away, because you could just say, well, Xavier School was always there, and Tony was always there, whatever. You could do all that shit. Now, I don't necessarily completely agree with rebooting everything, but it causes problems, but it also answers a lot of problems. And obviously they have issues with their branding right now. Like, they have issues with what is working and what's not. And I feel like it almost feels like, to me, where Feige probably feels, and maybe I'm wrong, that it's got away from him. Like his kids got away from him, and they out of control. And this is him saying, all right, fuck it. Let's start not over, but let's reboot the shit and keep what works and cut what doesn't, and then just pretend like that was the plan all along. And I think that if the past 4 years had been more successful, that wouldn't have been the plan, and they would have brought the X-Men in a different way. But because it's been so poor, things have been so down, things have been so chaotic and unsuccessful, I think that they're going to pretend like, oh, this was just leading up to a reboot, and then they could just reset the board however they want to.
Yeah, I just
the only other solution is a world where the X-Men always lived or been around, and then bringing them in.
There's two things that makes me feel like they're going to try to tie it into, and I'm hoping, again, the explanation has to be on point, because again, that they're almost damn near, and I hope they don't tie them in with the Eternals at all. I hope they don't go the road of, or go down that line of a deviant gene. Yeah, what I mean,
that's gonna piss me off.
Want to do that, bro. Nah. Let's
gonna piss me
let's
off.
get beyond that. Like, just that's not it, because the thing is, you're trying to tie it in, and the reason why I'm afraid is because Kevin Feige loves the Eternals. He was trying to fight to get that shit back.
One of the most wackest stories that
he was trying to fight to get that shit back.
The Eternals, I don't think Kirby would have loved that Eternals movie at all. So I don't know what Eternals he was trying to bring. And don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of people, you included, who loved love what they did with that film. But even if you love that film, that's not Kirby's Eternals.
No,
Nah, bro.
That's Feige's Eternals. That's Disney. That's Disney's Eternals.
Because you're telling the
They've been
story of
gender
the
swapped.
Eternals. You're missing everything before they even got to Earth, bro. You're missing
Exactly.
everything that
Exactly.
makes up the Eternals for who they are.
Who they are, right?
And why they were established. They're like, you know what I mean? Again, you're talking about Celestials who were like, you know, engineers. In a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
over all that shit for Black Knight. What the fuck did that have to do with?
They that have shit to do with it, bro. It didn't have nothing to do with it, bro. Yeah,
they hear Blade's voice saying "Mr." or whatever at the end. What the fuck?
Jim Shooter and Mike Zeck's Secret Wars, I think, would be a lot more simpler to bring to the screen.
And they did that's, and you know what? I was hearing it too.
Right now is a simple one. If everything had been going great, that'd been awesome because all the parts would have been right there. But what they
would have fit.
Now,
it would have fit.
Hickman's Secret Wars to fix the universe problems that they have, and Shooter's Secret Wars isn't. Shooter's Secret Wars would have been perfect if everything was honky dory.
If everything was working and everything was working like a well-oiled machine. If they had it right, the key players were introduced. I would have been all in on it.
But they were saying that the same thing about that might go for Century too. Like he's been here all this time, and you know how his tower fades in and out of reality. So they say his tower might be Avengers Tower the whole time, and he was in the bottom of
the clock tower. They're trying to say that might be his.
So
his,
like it's you know the tower he has with the freaking black whatever that thing on the top of it, whatever that Century beam, whatever that shit is. They saying that he might have been here the whole time too, just fading out of reality inside of his clock tower shit. Like, come on, bro, like. Don't God, I hope they don't do that shit, dog. Like
who knows? And that's the thing, bro. Like with this, my biggest fear is the mishandling of a franchise that I love so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're talking about sprinkling these characters in, I said it from the very beginning. I don't want them to have anything to do with the Avengers at all.
Nope.
Like I just don't. Not right now. Like not in this particular space. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of questions that are going to be asked.
Yeah.
There, you know, even in the inner workings, like, you know, again, beyond just the art of storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, each character interactions. Well, where were you? How far did you, or you were here? Just like they attempted to ask that same question with the Eternals, and it was a lackluster answer that was given. You know what I mean? We were told not to interfere. How many times you ain't the fucking watcher? But and that's the thing is that iteration that was a scapegoat because that was never the Eternals' intentions in the books.
And they had them. You're right, bro.
They didn't have to answer that question.
No.
And they had them sitting back like they were like you said, the watchers. Like they said that Thanos gonna kick the world's ass and all these other threats that we done had. They ain't done nothing. They haven't done nothing.
Bro. Well, see, and that's the thing that really makes no sense because if anything, there's, you know, with that, you would have had the Celestials step in. You know what I mean? The one above all basically step. You would have had these individuals step in. And especially because if with them individuals who can't really say or do too much because they have to adhere to the order of things, that's where the Eternals came in.
Especially Icarus, his short-tempered ass.
But this is my problem. And I say this because of the mishandling of characters. I mean, look what they did with Adam Warlock. There's not too many Adam Warlock fans out there. I get it. I'm a huge Adam Warlock fan.
Me too.
What they did with that character. So, again, if you're bringing the X-Men,
it's wild when you know what he's done in the comics, and then see what he did. Like, it's wild to think they would do
wild. This motherfucker was Jesus, bro. Like he was
Adam Warlock is mad OP from too OP from Marvel.
Bro.
Which is why I don't want like mutants peppered in just for fan service, just like they did. I don't want all this Avengers shit going on and Secret War shit going on and King Aftermath shit going on and like here's Sebastian Shaw, like hey guys, remember, like don't do even the Miss Marvel shit. Her being a mutant is cool, but without setting up, without like that's not how you introduce the fucking mutants. Like
you can't reduce
60 plus years of
Right.
lore to a fucking guitar riff from the animated show. Expect us to like be like cool.
You see, my only complaint about Miss
Oh
Marvel
yay! Fuck you.
was how they got rid of the Terrigen Mist. That's the only thing I complained about that show, man. Was just that part. Because I wanted that to at least show that. You know what I'm saying? When they went a whole nother direction with the NECA bands and
Ain't no way
was
sure
it the NECA bands or was it the NECA band? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't know, man. It just they hinted
Shuri
at
has the mind
Quasar.
to beat him. I'm sorry.
They hinted,
So go ahead.
they hinted at Quasar, and then they
Here's the
not
thing.
Quasar, and then Terrigen Mist, no Terrigen Mist, NECA band, no NECA band. Like,
See, here's the thing with Namor though, and would have had made that storyline much more simpler
Mhm.
is if he never touched the surface world because he didn't find
Nope.
it or needed to. If
Nope.
we knew he was there, but he just
Right.
never made an entrance the way he did, an entrance the way he did there. You know what I mean? And I think just for the sake of, I know why. Again, they just wanted to draw, but you
Yeah.
had a story, and this is what I'm saying. One of the first mutants,
Yep.
there was so much richness there to tell, to get
Yep.
that story right, even
Yep.
beyond just this movie.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, it's like, even when you think about it, like you're jumping towards a character like Kang, where you
Right.
have the Black Panther, you have that, and you have Namor, who is much, in a
Right.
sense, is a huge threat that can
Mhm.
lead up to so many different things, bro. But it's the again. This is why I fear
Listen.
what they're going to do with the X-Men, because it's the mishandling, or just mutants in general. It's the mishandling
I
of
know.
characters that are important in the source materials there. And we know that, look, I know we have to get beyond, source material, or them taking from what was already there and
But
bringing.
it's so easy to use it.
But the problem is there's too much story in source and they have to hone it down. There's a lot to be told. And like somebody said earlier, like even, Pedro said, is a lot to be told in 2 hours. It's a story that has to be spread out. And I was
Bruh.
hoping that the Mutant Saga is something that would have, and I'm hoping it's something that will be spread out over time.
But
I
I'm
just
so, I'm
don't
so
want them
tired,
to have anything to do
bro.
with the Avengers right now.
I'm
I
so
just really
tired
don't.
of them
don't.
doing stuff for the casual fans. I know that puts people's in puts butts in
You're
seats.
damn right. Nope, he's not. He's not a villain of the
He's
week.
not.
That's right.
No, he's not.
He's
Bro.
not.
He's not.
Namor is not a villain of the week.
Listen.
You are damn right with that, bro.
And I'm tired of the casual fan shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
get back to some of the source stuff. If a guy is OP, leave him where he is. I mean, why depower everybody? Everybody that's powerful as hell, you depower them every time. I'm tired of that.
The excuse is always to cater to a larger demographic now.
Oh,
to take away what we know about the characters and make it more accessible for those who don't. And I'm like, well, there's so many different ways that you can do that and give us the best of both worlds.
bro.
But you don't take a character like Namor.
No.
You don't, nah, bruh. Nah, man. You don't.
Namor would have been, and that fight would have been so much better with T'Challa, bro. I mean, I know she held her own, and I enjoyed watching it, bro. But
yeah,
could you imagine Black Panther and him going at it for real? For real? That should have been crazy,
bro.
It's like, bro, like, I don't know, man. They depowered Namor ass too, bro. Like, Namor is OP too, and it's like, bro, like, that's not even. I mean, he did a great job as Namor, bro. Brought him to life for me. I don't even know where the boy at. He just faded to black real quick after the movie went out. But I just thought Namor could have had more. It should have been more, man. I don't know, man. Marvel mishandles so many characters and so many storylines. It's disgusting, man.
So if Cornelia says the executive writers and directors most times than not don't really know the source material in depthly. So
Right.
It's the
right.
truth.
And why I'm just saying, like, what is so hard
And
about
definitely
picking up a
being
comic
the
book?
most qualifying word there in that
Yeah,
sentence.
bro.
In
It is.
What is so hard about picking up a book that you're going to do a character on?
Yeah,
I mean, you can get through a book in like 20, 30 minutes. At least use some cliff notes.
Yeah,
damn, bro. Like, they kill me with that shit, dog.
Bro. Straight up. Right?
Exactly, fam.
Again, bro, like it's just a
You just want to be able to
misappropriation.
say that's mine, my idea.
Yeah,
I hate that though, dog.
yeah,
That's what they're doing with Star Wars to me. Same thing with Star Wars, bro. Don't get me started, bro.
yeah.
But
Wayne, no.
it's the same. It's the
No,
same
we ain't
kind of
going
shit.
down that road. It's the same time
The
as shit, but I
same
get
kind
it,
of
bro.
shit, bro. The same shit.
Here's the thing. Now we say that right now, just to say that we don't know at this point. We don't necessarily know what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. But him just saying that you're going to see them sprinkled in different spaces to me is just like telling, because again, you're trying to associate them with stories that or leading up to, like, it's not something that you can just tell a story leading up to Secret Wars and expect us to basically gravitate towards characters that haven't really had the proper intro. Like I need more than that, bro. I need more than that. Now, if this would have been, again, and we're not talking about Hickman's run, because the X-Men did play, a very pivotal role in the original, Secret Wars storyline. But and which would have made sense, like Vinny said, if they would have had their ducks in a row and if everything was lined up to tell that fucking story. Now, again, we're forced to go down that Hickman run, however they choose to do it, or they might say, fuck that, we're not even doing Hickman's run, we're going to do an iteration our own way.
Oh, that scares me, dog.
And that's but this is what this is what I'm saying, bro. Because here's the one thing that I did hate about the whole Jonathan Majors as Kang is when they said that they were going to make him a fucking variant of the Beyonder. Why? That was never in the fucking story. Don't do shit like that. So I'm glad that at least that fucking story was scrapped, because it wouldn't have made no fucking sense to me. Don't do shit like that.
That word iteration always scares me when it comes to these directors.
Always, bro. It's
it always scares me with directors and writers, and it's Marvel and Marvel
it's
and
Lucas.
Lucas.
This is my idea of this
exactly.
Character.
Marvel and Lucas Arts, Lucas Studios, and Marvel and Disney. Yeah, that word, my iteration, scares the hell out of me every time they get a hold of an IP that I love. Yeah. I just can't. I can't with some of this shit, dog. Eternal should have been, if they would have read a book. They would have read a book. So reading down the names of each one. Read a book.
And you know what? I think that
so much better.
The directors, and here's the thing: is when we talk about this, I think the directors have every intention on, and most of them have every intentions on giving us. Some of the writers, they want to give us interpretations, but then again, bro, you have, and this is what they're talking about now, trying to get back to basics and getting more quality than a lot of quantity. You could have gave us both, that you fucked that up. But it's the simple fact that they're trying to get back to basics. It could be one of those situations where we might get really good stories that are going to be told. But again, I'm sorry if I'm meeting this with a lot of skepticism, because
me too.
I'm just waiting to see, because we ain't talking about, what I mean, just the run of the mills team, like we ain't talking about just the Thunderbolts.
Right.
We're talking about the X-Men, bro.
The X-Men, bro.
And you can't fuck that up.
Beloved team by so many fans, casual and hardcore, like, and mess up a team like
the
that.
level of they can't fuck this up. The
right.
level of this they can't fuck this up is so high that it can be bending financially, to say
I'm
the least.
afraid. I got the same fear of the Superman movie. I'm just afraid of what the outcome is going to be, bro, with X-Men and Superman.
Like Lael said, this is a huge cast of characters with a myriad of stories in between the relationships and individually, as well as how that relates to the world that they live in, which they come from. Like, there's so many stories to be told that, and then you're with the performance of Marvel as of late, save for No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine. It hasn't really inspired that confidence where you feel like they can take that on at this moment in time.
I feel the same way about Fantastic Four, so brace yourselves for when they cast Chris Evans as Magneto.
Oh my
Bro.
god, dude.
Here's the thing,
Like,
bro, because
I would not be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
X-Men were never checking. They were never checking for the Avengers like that, bro.
No,
They were
no.
never checking for the Avengers
No.
like that. If anything, the Avengers were always checking for the X-Men. Why do you think they were trying to
Exactly.
recruit so many? But
Exactly.
it's just the way it was. Like, so to pepper them in this way, again, I don't, or maybe they just pepper them in a way where they're not really influenced by them, but they're just there and they're asking for some help or just wondering if there's a mystery surrounded or who's this person. It's just going to be interesting to see.
It's just
Also,
dangerous,
like,
bro.
trying to rush, because I'm tired of hearing, can't wait for Avengers versus X-Men. Would y'all chill the fuck out? Like, it was like 50 years, 60 years before they fought each other in the
Before we
big.
got that, yeah.
They leave each other the fuck alone. They stay out of the way.
Yeah.
When I can't remember when A and S fought each other like back in the day. They never did.
I'm not even jumping to that. I just want to see them together, if anything. I'm not even jumping to them fighting
reason
each
for
other,
them to fight each other. Like, they didn't just fight each other because they had a misunderstanding, like in the old days with the comics. The Phoenix Force being a team that's in control of the Phoenix Force is a huge fucking reason for them to finally say, all right, we got a problem.
Right. Bro, they gotta handle it with care, bro. If not, like, they're gonna lose the fans, the hardcore fans. They're gonna lose them. The casual fans will win again, and the hardcore fans won't even go to the theater. They're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't trust them, dog.
I get on YouTube like, damn, why y'all hate us so much? Like, bro, you forsake us.
Bro.
In the biggest moment, you forsake us.
Bro, I still can't get over the fact that Kang got defeated by ants, dog.
We're gonna get there. We'll get there.
That's been bothering me for the last 2-3 years.
We're gonna get there. We'll get there. Hold that one. Hold that thought. We'll get there. Let's move on from this, man, because there's a lot to really talk about there. But we'll just have to see how it rocks. But moving on real quick. Also, we got the announcement. Well, again, is it confirmed? Is it not confirmed? But this has been here for like the last couple of days that there is going to be a Hawkeye season 2.
I hope so.
And I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to go. Is this going to be a true passing of the torch, or is it going to be his Hawkeye swan song? You know what I mean?
But they were together in the comics for a while. They had a couple books with them two together.
They did, but it just depends on how they do this, bro. Because the books is totally different from what they're going to do in this series. So I'm just wondering what they're going to do with this. And is this going to be an introduction to, again, this highly, talked about
Young Avengers
type of shit?
Well, they're calling it the Champions. They want to call it the Young Avengers. They call it the Champions.
Yeah, not ready for that yet. Not ready for that yet. Roberta, what you think about this, bro?
As of late, I feel like Hawkeye has been coming, just in his character, I think he's been coming on very strong in terms of gaining a stronger fan base. Honestly, in the wake of obviously Endgame, but more importantly, in the wake of the old man Hawkeye kind of run in the comics, I feel as though he's gained a great audience. And even though those who may have written him off as a character before, there's been plenty of media within the last 20 years that have really kind of, I don't know what I want to say. Honestly, like, it feels like a referendum of the character. Because honestly, when I first heard of Hawkeye in my life, I looked at him, I'm like, corny. Moving on. And I wrote him off instantaneously. The movies were, honestly, with a lot of characters, maybe save for Captain America. Most of the Avengers growing up was like, oh, that's the plucky group. They're plucky. X-Men, that's the real team. That's how I grew up in that era, late 90s, early 2000s. These are, that was still another kind of renaissance for X-Men at the time. You had to think about the early years, with giant size X-Men. That's like its first run. It's gone. X-Men has gone over so many different facelifts, so many generations. So it's really cool to see that kind of similarly happening with
Yeah.
Hawkeye. And as well, I did love. I know I want to say love, but I did like season one. It was really cool to see how they, again, made their interpretation of that comic from several years ago, which was really fantastic. I love that comic, and so they took a lot of broad strokes from that. It wasn't one by one, unfortunately, but they took a lot of broad strokes from it. So if this is to come out, I'll watch it for sure. I'm still, again, it's just a part of the Disney Plus, structure of things, and you're only going to get like drip fed, like, this very, very interesting thing over 6 to 8 weeks, and then you have to wait for a big movie to possibly reveal that, or string you on longer and longer and longer. I think that there is a truth to the fatigue in that, in the sense of like, okay, do we have to always connect these movies? Like, do we have to be connected all the time? Does it have to tell something in this movie so it sets up in the other movie? Can we just do this one? I feel like there is a feeling of that out there. I won't say comic book movie or superhero movie fatigue. I mean, we just saw Deadpool and Wolverine, who had plenty of superheroes in there, and heroes of all different types of shapes and sizes, in there, and that did a Billy. So we really just want good quality writing, good quality character. What I want to say, like tenureship, or like taking care of something, conservatorship, if you will, good character conservatorship through good writing. I think that is where we are, most of us who have a brain and think logically, are at right now. Obviously you have the hate grifters and the profiteers over there, but we don't count those. They're literally slaves to the money. But we're talking about people who have actual brains and morals here, who think about these things thoughtfully. So I think that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, you said people fatigue themselves sometimes. Got to outside and touch grass. Go outside and touch grass. And let it cook.
Right.
Yeah, I believe it, bro. Definitely, I believe that, man. Benny, what you think about this news, bro?
I'll be honest. I'm probably in a minority here. I'm not clamoring for a season 2, especially because it probably won't have much to do with Clint if he's in it at all. I'm sure it'll be more Kate show now.
Yeah,
and I mean, I like her. She's fine. I don't know that, like, I mean, I hope it's I can't wait to see more of her in the whole full season. I think what I enjoyed of the first season was more getting to see Clint be a badass, and flashback, like that opening scene, like flashback into a different perspective for the New York fight was incredible. Seeing the kind of remnants of kind of casualties and consequences of war with the hearing loss and the battle damage, and the nightmares and like all those things that, like
PTSD and shit. Yeah,
all those things I think we lose with the show centered around her, and like once again reminding us how badass women in MCU is. Like, I get it. I don't know if it's something that needs to be the crux of every Disney Plus show. Not that it is, but it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them. Yeah.
It just is, and it just feels like that's all right. Let's go to Disney Plus to like build up these, alternate versions of characters, so that way we're sold on them when they integrate into the films. I don't know that that's something that's going to work as well as it did in the first season. I absolutely will watch it. I'm going to be curious and see how it does. Right. There's lots of cool moments with Kate in the first one. I just think that Clint carried the show, and Kingpin. And
I like Kate, but I'm with you, Vinny. I think I really want to say I don't think her story, in terms of what we've been given in the comics, and her just whole origin in itself, isn't interesting enough to carry by herself.
Right.
I think
we are going to need other intrigue.
I don't, and like I feel like I don't know. Hopefully, everybody knows me well enough to know I'm not one of these like Mary Sue, but like Clint was a war veteran who fought in missions overseas and
Right.
wars and
Right.
and went through battle for years and years and years and years, and you plug him into a group of Avengers, and he's not going to be the Thor of the team, but he has like the spot. But then when it gets to Kate, is like within the span of like a few weeks together that maybe they're together, she's doing like all the shit do. She's surviving against a Kingpin that now has the super strength he has in the comics. Like, it was very Mary Sue-ish. So that was hidden and masked well by all the other shit going on. But if you make the point every week to show you how badass Kate is, who's only been doing this shit for a year, I don't know that I buy that. Like, and I feel bad because you're supposed to be like open-minded and shit now, but I feel like Clint being part of the Avengers is supposed to be special because of his he's a veteran and not just somebody who was like good at archery in high school.
And then they have Kate hanging with a Black Widow fighting. Come on, man! You've been a hero for a week.
It's tough, and that's the thing. My thing isn't that I don't want to see Kate as Hawkeye or I don't want to see these. It's just that I feel like I don't know. There's so many other things they could have done first, and then doubled back to this to say he's been training for I don't know the past 3 years, 4 years, as opposed to we're a year or like 2 years later, and she's going to be doing stuff that probably is maybe unrealistic for her progress, and that the thing is that's fine if you put her if you kind of cover it up and have a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know if her story is compelling enough that all right, even if you set aside the action stuff being suspension of disbelief, I don't know of her story of who she is as just like as a person, like carries that stuff on the dialogue and origin and background side. So I don't know that she's like a super compelling character. No, that's why I like the idea of like her with the Young Avengers or Champions or whatever they're going to call it. All these other people. It's not a whole to focus on her. You could just spread out the coolness. So,
but I think okay. So I'm on the other side of it. So of course I would have to be. Because I kind of err on another side of it because, again, I think from the very beginning they established who her character was, what she was, and where she drew her inspiration. Again, she watched the battle in New York with the T'Chari. She watched and saw, him as who she was, who he was. Remember, she did train as a young child in the martial arts. I knew that aspect of it, but she watched him and drew off of that inspiration. I think there is room for both. There's room for us to basically get, because again, like I said in the books, we already know that Kate Bishop and Hawkeye went on so many different team ups. You know what I mean? And I think that is the aspect of a story that I would want them to tell because there is so much richness in the character. Like I love Kate Bishop as a character, even in the books. But even like her selflessness in the books itself. But I think that they, and again, somebody has said if they told the story of of the West Coast Avengers, but I think that because we already know it's going to be told about Kate Bishop, but I want to see the development in a way that she really comes into her own. I don't want to see, and the reason why I don't want to see another, Iron Man, Peter Parker situation, whereas he has to be that person that moves her along. Remember, when we ended the first season, he said, I need you to do me a favor. And that's when we cut it. And we knew at that point that he was passing somewhat the torch. Now, I want to see what she does and how she runs with it. If they decide to team up, the thing is, I think that we need to live in a space where we appreciate the simple fact that, yes, we have these iterations of characters that weren't just flashed on the screen just because, and they're trying to basically give us, these were characters that were definitely created in the books. And we know that. And what they're doing is they're bringing these characters to live action. I think what it's all a part of is the right execution. I think with the right execution that they can tell a very compelling story of Kate Bishop and what she's supposed to do. Her entry into this, because again, like she's someone I look at her like as a nomad almost, because again, yes, she has been with the Young Avengers, but she spent a lot of time with the Avengers themselves as well before she even got to that space with the Young Avengers. She spent a lot of time with Clint on missions before. So in a sense, with her time with Clint, she was seasoned through a lot of shit, made decisions that literally were like, oh fuck, like you didn't know where it was going to go, even fought Clint. So I think that she is a very compelling character, that if the writing is on point like it needs to be, if they can push that forward with her as a character, bring Clint in. We already know Clint was a mentor, but I think that this story, and again, could be a setup for the West Coast Avengers, but then also setting Kate up as the leader, for the Young Avengers. It could be setting up that way. I don't know where they're going to go with it. I'm interested because like I said, I love the way Haley played the character, because she did give it the characteristics that it actually needed. But at the same time, she wasn't a slouch. She did. There were some certain things that, were questionable, but she definitely, because again, like she couldn't hold her own against Echo. Because
Hell, that's what I was about to say too.
She couldn't hold her own against Echo.
Hell no.
But at the same time, she wasn't a slouch. So, and I wanted, that's what makes the character so compelling to me, is when they humanize the character to the simple fact that you see both their faults and their triumphs. And I think that's why I loved Kate Bishop's story in that last season, was because again, she was dealing with the turmoil with her mother, everything she found out, about her. She's dealing with the simple fact that she's trying, her whole story arc was trying to be something that she knew that there was a possibility that she couldn't be, but it was her faith and belief in that, look, I got to do something. I have to be a part of something. And that's what I loved about the story. And that's what I love about the character. I'm just hoping that this next season they can execute that. That's all I'm saying.
It might be a point, because how's Jeremy Renner doing? Is he even able to, is he okay?
That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah. I don't.
But he's been back.
That's going to be more of a Haley story.
He's been on the cover of GQ though.
I know he's back though. So
oh boy, been back. He been back working.
It's whatever he agrees to, and then I guess that we'll have the momentum from there. If this is greenlit, then that's probably how it's going to happen.
He's been back working and everything, man. That boy.
Okay. I didn't know how he was doing lately. Yeah,
he's a walking miracle, bro. He been on the cover of GQ,
bro. And, he's been playing like the Mayor Easttown, like the Eastern, whatever. He's back doing that. So he came back. So he's been, bro. He's been jogging like a motherfucker too. Right. So we've seen that. So he's getting his strength back up, and he's going to definitely be there. Like you've seen him in different commercial stuff. He's moving like this motherfucker's a bionic something, bro. Because like he came back, his healing factor.
He really is Hawkeye.
Yeah, I mean,
bro. Like just do to show a fucking documentary on his ass. That's real life.
Yeah. But Jeremy, bro,
pushing snowplow fucking trucks out the way and saving kids and fucking.
He got ran over.
He saved his nephew.
He's
he
literally
saved his nephew.
To save his nephew and survive that shit. That he's a mutant.
He saved his nephew,
he's a fucking mutant, bro.
I think we can all agree on something though. Please, no more musicals at the end. No.
Oh man, that's what I fucking hated.
At Avengers musical.
Here's the thing, bro, and I'm listen.
Like I said,
I'm a theater head, bro. I got to tell you, I'm a theater head. Women's arts, always in there. I went to go see fucking Wicked yesterday. That fucking movie is solid. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I gotta check
that
out.
Shit is fucking solid. One of the dopest movies I've seen all year cinematically. It was practical sets, and the shit was beautiful as fuck. They could sing. They killed it, bro. I loved it. But in this show, fuck out of here with that fucking nah, bro. Nah. And then, you know what? And then they did that shit, bro. They had us at the end of the fucking show, bro. Bro.
They said every Disney Plus subscriber a playbill. It said sit back.
Watch this. Watch this. I can do this all day.
Bro. fucking it is. That's the only thing I didn't like about that. The ending credits. They made us sit back and watch this shit come on. Like to say, we need always wait until the playbill.
My only beef with the show, man. I liked her as Kate. She was a little bit dry, but I got into her. I liked her as Kate.
Mm-hmm.
But just her hanging with Yelena was pissing me off, bro.
Yeah, like
Yelena should have fucked her up in like 2 seconds. She's a beast, bro. So
but
it was hang with her like that, like maybe she was playing with her.
Was she held back on her because that wasn't basically her motive? Yeah. She was there for Clint.
That's
the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. And again, Kate Bishop was just in the way. She was actually there for Clint. That was her thing.
Echo she wouldn't have been able to talk to her.
Nah.
If she came there to kill, she wouldn't have been able to.
She wanted to tell her because she looked at her as someone who has potential, but she's just saying like you might want to
back up,
stay out of the way. Just stay out of the way. I don't want to hurt you. I'm here because I have to kill Clinton. Clint just for whatever. But
that was one of the highlights was seeing Florence
of the whole
come in and that whole kind of interaction. I really loved that. I think a lot more Haley pulled out towards the end of the show rather than the early parts.
She made a solid landing.
I love how much of her just voice comes out in Gwen. So I'm hoping a little bit of that, does translate if this comes into season 2. That if she's gonna take the helm, baby, take it and don't look back. Take it. People will be mad regardless. They'll be mad if we put a Hawkeye and Hawkeye's in it. People are gonna feel away. Like as far as her individually as an actress, go kill it.
Yeah. I mean, my high points of the whole show, man, was Echo and Yelena getting that clarity about what happened with her Black Widow.
With Black Widow,
That was, I love that part of the movie, of the show. And Clint at the Christmas party with the fighting, that was dope too. But I think she had a solid landing at the end. She made up for a lot of the dullness to me in those last 2 episodes of the show. That's what brought me back, man. But I think Clint stole it.
Got a few seasons of Hawkeye. Like if they had made this show like earlier in the MCU, being Hawkeye and then but it didn't work out that way.
Because to be honest, bro, like ain't nothing since WandaVision and Captain America that really sold me on a good show. Since like Captain America: Winter Soldier and WandaVision, my favorite 2.
Bro, Loki, I thought Loki was dope, bro.
Oh damn, I forgot about Loki.
I thought Loki was fucking incredible.
I forgot about Loki. I
love Loki, bro. Season 2 especially, I love it, bro.
So those 3 have been the best thing that they've done.
Hey, listen, we gonna have to start talking about putting Agatha on that list, though.
That was dope, bro.
We gonna have a conversation.
Listen. It's not gonna gel well for a lot of people, but the show was dope. I'm saying.
I didn't ask for Agatha. I ain't need Agatha. Sorry.
Hey, we didn't ask for it either, but it came and it was
trash. Next trash. Sorry.
Anyway,
it was cool to see Wiccan, but Agatha, throw her away, bro. Throw her away.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna go that far.
Go back to babysitting. I thought it was a dope show. Babysitting for Mr. Fantastic.
I thought the show was dope. The way they did it, I thought the show, especially the way it ended, I thought it was super dope. I want to move on to this though, real quick, because I can't hold back on it. It's been too long. I want to bring this in because, again, like I told you at the top of the show, bro, I have a bone to pick because last week we got the news that what is it? Her name was Jabari. Last name is his ex.
Trash.
She dropped the charges. Well, here's the thing. This is what people have to understand, though.
She's trash.
She dropped the defamation and assault charges.
Because she wasn't going to win.
Wait.
No.
She dropped her on her end. The state of New York didn't.
The civil case.
Yes.
Crazy.
The civil case. Nah.
Crazy, dog.
So that was a conviction there. So just because she dropped her charges doesn't mean that the state of New York still doesn't deem this as an assault or something worth charging him over, and which they did, and he's been serving his time at this, that, and the third. But my point of this is, I sat back and thought about this, and how there's been a smear campaign to say that, well, based off of fan, reactions and the lack thereof of a storyline when it comes to Kang was one of the reasons why we pushed the needle. We decided to push it forward. No, nah. I'm not buying that shit because there were plans that were there to make this shit happen. And you can't blame what you did in the fucking film and what you chose to write.
Right.
You can't blame what you chose to write on his portrayal of a fucking character.
Right.
Because before the movie even dropped, fans were behind Kang. Everybody wanted to see this fucking movie. Everybody wanted to see Quantumania just for Kang.
We coming off the heels of Creed 3. Why would we not want to see this?
Listen,
exactly, bro. Nobody. We was and motherfuckers was hyped. They was when they were on the press
remember the headspace we were in was completely
from Loki.
different.
From Loki.
Anything that Jonathan Majors was being a part of ever since Lovecraft Theory.
Yeah.
Like ever since then, it was just
hitting. He was hitting everything he had. He was hitting.
Hitting everything. And you're like, okay, like we got another one. Like as far as a black man, I love seeing rising black man stars because it kind of just reminds me of what we've seen in the past. It's patching that torch, the Denzel Washingtons, the Sidney Poitiers. Like these are, passing that torch to the new generation. So I was very, very excited at the onset of all things.
Motherfuckers were super duper excited about this because again, even when the announcement was made and they said Jonathan Majors was playing, and yes, Cornelius, I'm off of Lovecraft Country itself.
Classic.
Alone, just his performance in that was fucking fantastic, bro. I can go back and watch this shit. It was
fucking dope. Why did they not make a season 2 of that?
The writer didn't want to make a season 2 based on the response that she got, not from fans, but from HBO. That's what it was.
Wow, bro, are you serious?
That
show was a hit, bro. That show was a hit.
They stomped that out as soon as they got done. It was too much black history. They're talking about in the 19 in Chicago.
They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. They
talked about Tulsa.
This shit is too black for us. Then Watchmen came in and like, shit, it's too black again.
Exactly. No season 2 for these motherfuckers because again, and you see that, bro. Because bro, if you think about it, like how many times have they done that to us on film or on TV shows? They did that with Lovecraft Country. They did that with Watchmen. They did that shit even with American Gods, bro.
Right. Exactly.
They did that with that.
Orlando.
Like if it's too much history surrounding shit that you fucked up on, they're gonna silence you, bro. And that's just the way it fucking was. Kang, again, they were hype about this on press tours. Kevin Feige was talking about this shit. Everybody was talking about this shit. This, that, and the third. It was a fucking excuse because your writer fucked up.
But let us talk about them.
Your director's fucked up.
Let us talk about them conflicts that's happening over there and where, and we off the internet. I lose a job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So
Crazy
this is some bullshit to say that this man again, but yet, bro. Let's talk about this shit real quick because this is shit that fucking pisses me off, bro. You let Jeremy Renner. He almost basically had an assault case against his ex-wife.
Damn.
He was still Hawkeye, right?
Right.
That's the bullshit that I'm talking about, bro. Who else? We can talk. We can name a few of them, bro.
Fucking Commissioner Gordon. Your boy over at DC.
Bro, the motherfucker who played Commissioner Gordon in Nolan's Batman. I forget his name. He assaulted his wife.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman. They basically let that go. You know what I mean? The shit that fucking James Gunn did, the shit that fucking, again, you're giving people passes, bro.
And James Gunn was wild. He was wild for that.
Yeah, bro, wild for that shit. But then you get somebody like this who the proof was on the tapes. They have fucking reel-to-reel footage.
The only thing she got that got hurt was her finger because he smacked her finger out of his face and ran.
Bro, he was trying to get the bottom line is the tapes are there. You already know what's there.
Right.
But the proof is the simple fact that she dropped now from her end. She dropped the charges, which is telling that she knew the shit wasn't going anywhere.
She knew it wasn't going nowhere. Right.
But the simple fact of the matter is, and I even thought about this. Now I give Marvel credit, and this is only a small ounce of credit because his publicist dropped him, his management company dropped him. Marvel waited until the verdict was passed down, and as soon as that shit dropped, which means they were going to try to drop him in the first fucking place,
exactly.
Bro. But they waited till the verdict came out and it said, okay, no, we cut ties. This, whatever. There's not going to be any more Kane and whatever.
No more Black Panther.
Bro,
leads.
This is the problem. Is the simple fact that we got the same. Okay, and I was trying to give him a pass with the whole thing about the recasting T'Challa. I understand it was a soft spot for a lot of people, even though it's something that they could have actually done, and that they probably will do in the future. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't give you a pass when we are sitting on, bro. In fucking 2018 on to 2019, you made the fucking announcement that Blade was coming to the silver screen to the MCU. You made that announcement. You mean to fucking tell me you couldn't got a story right? You didn't need a fucking budget of 120 million or 200 million to fucking write a story. They did the first Blade under 80 million.
As soon as Mahershala Ali said, I want this movie to be my Black Panther.
Bro, the shit.
Everything went down her after that, bro.
It just doesn't fucking make sense that
I also think they were trying to attach it to the universe. He's just doing too much. I think all of these things can be true. I'm not positing my theory to excavate anybody else's, but I think all of these things can be in that soup that tastes like shit.
Yeah, it can. It can.
I just think a lot of this shit play with the good old fashioned thing we call color,
bro. But why can't you basically watch a movie? Because this is what they do, y'all. You basically have these viewings, these little private viewings where you sit down and you watch a film and see its progression. Now, mind you, too many hands were in the pot for this fucking film from Quantumania.
Right?
There were too many hands. So when they got down to editing, we saw that conversations that made absolutely zero sense.
The writing for that movie.
And again, we're going back to the simple fact that there's a problem with. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It was a bag of bullshit how they did this, bro. And I can't sit. It doesn't sit well with me. Kang would have been an incredible, yet, bro. And I say this because I thought about this shit, and it made me so angry because I'm like, yo. You mean to tell me the only thing that you can do was pull dump trucks of money on Robert Downey Jr.'s front lawn to bring him back as a Dr. Doom variant? And you thought motherfuckers wasn't going to say shit about that?
That shit is wild, bro.
You didn't stick with the fucking plan. And look. I'm a fan of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
I call him the comeback kid, bro. I'm a
fan of Iron Man, and yes, I'm a fan of his story. He came back from where he came, and deservedly so. He deserves a space.
Right.
Comeback kid. He deserves more fucking space than James Gunn. I'm gonna tell you that
all
day.
All
day.
does.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
At least RDJ,
and I give him the respect for that.
But at least he's sincere about all his shortcomings and mishaps that he went through.
Bro, if it wasn't for him,
sincerity.
If it wasn't for him, fucking Tom Holland wouldn't have had the roles that he had, or just even the lines that. If it wasn't for him,
he asked for them to put the lines in there for him.
Robert Downey Jr. fought for every female during Endgame that didn't get paid the money that they were supposed to get paid. He fought for all of them. So I give him his crown. I give him his clout. My problem is, the MCU, bro, you are very fucking selective, because if you can give him a chance, right? If you can give him a chance, then why not? Motherfuckers is going to be like, well, they did recast. They didn't just drop War Machine. They did bring down Cheeto. He was a supporting character. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He was a supporting character in a fucking film.
That's why he didn't have that many complaints that he was a supporting character.
He was a supporting character. So
people looked at him as Don Cheadle.
And on top of that, Don Cheadle, he accepted less money.
Right.
Less money to play the fucking role, bro.
Right.
My point is, Jonathan Majors ain't no fucking slouch.
No.
Yeah, he might have said some old questionable shit. Coretta, that was dumb.
Yeah,
bro,
we know that.
I've been roasting his ass.
We roasted him for that shit. That was the dumbest shit that this motherfucker
I need
could ever
you to be my
said.
Coretta Scott King.
Yeah, nah, bro. You should have kept your press. They should have said, but he didn't have a publicist at the time.
I hope he living right, because when he get to heaven and he see MLK, he gonna be like, brother, come here.
Right.
Bro, it's just some bag. I'm venting too much, Vinny. I know you got some shit.
I just think
fuck to say, but Jason, what we gonna say, bro, real quick?
I just think that they set him up they set King up to lose, bro, because the way they wrote that Quantum Mania bullshit to have Kang, which is he's one of the top tier villains of Marvel, one of the most powerful beings in Marvel, to be taken out by ants when a dude can just erase you from existence is ridiculous, bro. And he knew the hardcore fans would hate that shit, bro. That's why it tanked the way it did. They set the man up for failure, man. They would run to get rid of him way ahead of time before he got in trouble. Before he got in trouble, they were trying to find an out to get Jonathan out of the way. And all of a sudden he got in trouble. Like they don't want to have that top tier black character anymore, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just calling a spade, bro. Like they don't want that no more. And it's pissing me off, bro, because we haven't had that since my man passed away. You know what I'm saying? And I've vented and advocated for a recasting of Black Panther for years. I've wanted Blade too, but like I said, ever since my man said I want this to be my Black Panther, he's been shit on. This guy, they were trying to find an out to get him out the way for the longest time, I think, bro. They made Quantum Mania ass movie, and then when my man got in trouble, that was their ticket to get rid of him.
Yeah,
just my opinion, bro. I'm just calling a spade. Like Marvel been real questionable the last 6, 7, 8 years. They've been real questionable, especially with characters of color. I'm just calling it like it is, bro, because that's what I see. Prove me wrong. I'm calling a spade, my boy. Like they have not been into us since Black Panther, bro. They haven't been. Yeah, they weren't expecting Black Panther to make the numbers that it did. Let's just be real. They were not expecting an all-black cast with two white guys, to make the money that it did. And it it blew the box office away. And
shit was a cultural.
Let me be quiet.
Cultural fucking event that movie was. I don't think anybody saw that. Hell, I don't even think black folks saw that coming. Like we knew that it was like, this gonna be a great film, but how many people?
Bro, you seen white folks, Hispanic folks, Asian folks walking around with kente cloths on, like
Marvel was not expecting that.
It was a cultural phenomenon at the time, and it did big space. It spoke values. It spoke volumes for what society wanted to see was something new, rich, but it was culturally rich, and not just a side of Africa or a culture that is
who took children to that film. Raise your hand.
There was a lot of people that did. A lot of people
took children to that film.
I did.
The looks that I saw on those black babies' faces, man, as an adult, it gives you so much more energy and motivation to continue to go out and try to create moments like that for other people.
My baby girl, dog, when he died, oh my God, this little kid, she cried. I have a picture of her right now, bro. When she was standing in front of my cabinet with Black Panther doing the similar. She had tears in it. She was crying still.
The world cried. Vinny, what is your thoughts on this, bro? What's your thoughts on this whole thing, man?
I mean, we've been talking on this for a minute. Like, there's been an unspoken war on a black male lead in MCU, and it doesn't seem like it is going to get any better anytime soon. But the way that they handled this case was just very disappointing. And to recap, because there is kind of like miscommunication and misunderstandings out there. Like, this is not the criminal case that she dropped. This was the civil case that she dropped. The criminal case that he was charged with was 1 count harassment, 1 count assault, and the assault was injuring her finger in an attempt to flee. So
to flee from her,
and that was ruled as accidental. And in the grand scheme of things, it's a misdemeanor. It's a very, very minor charge that was not service for anger management and some community service. So this is not like some violent assault case. The other accounts of assault where he was found not guilty. So all those other charges that he was found not guilty on. This is
shit is wild, bro.
very, very like unfortunate and like heartbreaking for a lot of fans of Jonathan Majors and fans of the character and fans of diversity in these roles, because we're in a time in which film after film for the past several years and Marvel has been under scrutiny for being woke and being this and that, and it's the argument could be made in many cases whether that's true or not. But one area where you maybe can't say that, or maybe say it was hijacked, is that's not really the case for black male leads. Those opportunities have been what's been under.
They didn't get broke on those. They did one and they said, "Oh, we're done."
They go away. Whereas female films that haven't performed well, they've gotten a lot of opportunities, as they should. And just like the black led films, if they just they don't work out, they're not given those chances to try again. And ironically, it's the other way around. It's almost as if they were too successful and they don't want to see that happen again and again. Then they go away. It's not like they made a Blade film and it bombed and it went away.
Exactly.
It's not like Wakanda Forever, only made 200 million, and so it's time for it to go. No. These are issues that,
despite their feelings out, it's a successful movie.
They're right there. Now, when it comes to Quantumania, they had this buzz around Jonathan Majors that isn't just around black people, isn't just around fans of his work, isn't just around fans of Kang. This man sold this studio on Kang being a phase level threat. Not just one franchise, but throughout all the different franchises, almost in the whole damn MCU, through the Disney shows. He was supposed to be in Shang-Chi. He's supposed to be on the third. That does not happen if you think he sucks. Like, he went in there for an audition to be this, and they're like, you know what? Holy shit!
That's what sold him. That's what he agreed upon.
He sold them on it. They came in there like, oh shit! Like, we got no one knows about this.
We got a motherfucker that he about to act.
This motherfucker everything. This is the fucking Nike finding Jordan, being like, shh, we fucking found him. This is the Denzel. They found him. They got him. Like, this motherfucker was taking over Hollywood, and it's someone just like, like, hold up. What did you not do? What did you not say okay to? What happened behind the scenes that other actors who get those opportunities say yes to? Too controversial conspiracy theory, but y'all know that the game has a lot of unwritten, unspoken.
He didn't bend over.
They didn't. I guess they really just didn't want to go with the optics.
Did you not put on the dress? Like, what?
Right.
What not
bend over.
Exactly.
They didn't want to go with the optics of protecting him.
So all the shit went away over some bullshit. And the worst part about it is we were not in the middle of. We were not in the middle of. Do it or don't do it, lose it, now or never type of situation. They had the luxury of waiting this out like they did to the verdict, and then still waiting to take the temperature on what happened after the fact, how people felt. This could have been a feel good story of them, having him come out and do charity for domestic abuse, to come out, do the Michael Vick tour and put him on a whole bunch of bullshit, and then keep that energy going, and then say, like, look, if you fuck up and you get in a fight with your girlfriend in public, that doesn't mean that
don't run from it.
But because especially in a situation where this wasn't a Johnny Depp Amber Heard fighting and going through bullshit for years type of situation, something that they could have easily people could have got over. Just go out there and they could have handled it much better. But they didn't. First sign of trouble, they cut and ran. And it goes to show the cases and instances in which they didn't, the cases and instances in which they stood by their man and stood by their actors is loud. And it's unfortunate because you had a dude who had all this opportunity. You put him in a film where instead of getting an introduction where you beat up the Hulk to tell the whole world this is the baddest motherfucker around, you have him get beat by Ant-Man, get beat by ants. You don't even let him kill Hank. You bring him in and tell you that this man slapped around the Avengers like bitches in other universes, but yet here
you killed him. He killed him.
You had an 80-year-old, 90-year-old Michael Douglas who you easily could have written off and had him kill him to show that he's a threat. Instead of you didn't have to kill even Ant-Man. You could have killed Michael Douglas, and instead you didn't have to have him beat everybody because he didn't have his gear. He didn't have his time machine. So he wasn't the king that you see at Earth's Mightiest Heroes or in the comics. So granted, there's a reason why he wasn't quite as powerful and why you can maybe write your way around him not being as dominant as he should have been in that movie. You should have at least had this motherfucker escape so that you give yourself a chance to have him in another film.
Bro, you know what would have been dope as fuck? Is if literally you had him literally fuck everybody up, whoop all of them's ass, where the only alternative that they had was to leave. But have Ant-Man look back and look at the portal with him looking there and said, "I'll see you again." That's it. See you later. And then close the portal. Yes, he's still there, but he's going to find his way out because he knows how to get out now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They just have them go out the way he did. Bro.
Yeah, bro. You don't just put him through just have him as the, and that's the thing. He's not. Somebody said this in there. I got to correct you, but you said that he's not a superpower. He's just a time lord. No, fuck
that's
that.
Not. Bro. He's superpower too. What are you talking about?
It's because
you gotta read the
he's that powerful because he is that good with time. Because he's that good with time. He is fucking OP. Because he knows what moves are made before they made. That's why he's so much of a fucking threat and still is in the comics.
Exactly.
There's different versions of this individual that are menacing.
Man. They don't read comic books, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. He's not just a time lord. He's an extraordinary individual.
Listen,
come on, man. He's a fucking
this dude. They really. I was so mad, bro, at that ending, dog. To see him go out like that, you could erase all of them if you really fucking wanted to, without the fucking chair. It just, I don't know, man.
He's that powerful. My point is, what the fuck they did with this that didn't make any sense, bro.
Exactly, bro.
That Kang is him. Exactly. Right. Zan Kang is him, bro.
Fuck that, man. Remember
Kang
what happened,
him, bro.
Remember what happened to Victor Timely?
Yeah.
But my thing is, bro, it's they set us up to have this fantastic character in Quantumania with the Loki show. We were all ready to go to the movies with the Loki show ended, bro. Just to have them do him like that at the end.
Come on, bro.
Jeffrey's funny. He said, "Ain't no fearless black character beating up 5 white characters in a movie and winning at the end."
You said it. You said it, bro. You said what I was thinking. You said what I was thinking, bro. I didn't want to even go there. I kept trying to back up, bro. I kept backing up. He said it right. He said what I was thinking, bro.
Bro, Jeffrey's
that's why you only had one Black Panther, my boy.
Ro.
Look, Black Panther 2, they don't kill the Queen. They don't kill half the
city. Yeah, they was like, nah, you
nah, you too OP, Black Panther. Nah. Let me wipe out half of Wakanda and kill the Queen and let the fish people take almost kill you too. Let me make you bring you down.
He said, "Oh, I'm gonna say it, bro."
Thank you, my boy.
My boy. I'm telling you, bro.
Thank you, my boy. I appreciate you.
Here's what's fucked up about that though. You have the balls to do the woke shit and make him black, but then be afraid to have a black character do OP black shit. So like then make up your mind. Make up your mind, because if you have to nerf him because you don't want to send the wrong message and piss off your racist fans, then
this is why I say, bro, we will never get a Blue Marvel. Look, we even got Century now. Come on, dog.
I hate to say it, but I really hope that they do some animated shit with Blue Marvel, because think about how much it'll piss all of us off if they even try to do a Blue Marvel.
I don't want them to do it on screen. I definitely don't want them to do that character, because remember,
but you see what I'm saying though? It's like, bro, you brought in the Century.
Even if they do, he'll be like super soldier syndrome strong with no intelligence.
Yeah.
Bro, you brought in the Century, right? Which is an OP guy, and I only gonna keep him OP. And he's gonna be OP all day, right?
Evangeline said, but Kang was chilling until the ant people came.
Exactly.
Bro.
Max chilling.
Yeah, Charlie.
They won't even go there.
When we was watching that movie, and I know every one of us on here felt the same way. This was us watching that movie. Every time Kang came on screen.
Right.
All right, cool. And then every time Kang was off screen, it was like, so anyway.
Oh god,
bro.
Without him on screen, he was the most captivating person in the whole fucking phase.
Right,
bro. The most captivating, and the way he played the character, the suit was just there.
Bro, I think he smashed what's her name too. I think he smashed her.
Yeah,
that's why they were there.
That's why they was met.
That's where they met.
He smashed her. He smashed her while they was there.
Yeah.
So they had you're right. They had a relationship. So I'm like, damn, they could even mess around with that more. But that I guess that was
Skylar. They got drunk.
She said no. But seriously, what happened after? What happened to the writing after?
They went straight to the liquor store. They went and got some Irk and Jerk with some Coca-Cola.
Their brothers
and they went home, and they got sturdy. That's all that makes sense to me.
That was the last movie the Russo brothers did for Marvel.
Like seriously, my daughter, right during Endgame, right before Endgame, she was with Vinny. You know, she was at us with every single MCU movie. Since then, she's probably only been to 2.
I ain't seen Sky at the theater since '94.
Wow. That's crazy. Wow. I ain't seen you in 30 years.
Poor baby. All that trash. Poor baby. She can't help it. All that trash they be putting out now. It's not her fault.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, Blue Marvel." I read up on his character. That'd be so cool to have. Yeah,
it would. Young lady.
But we know
let me tell you, they will make Blue Marvel break down the Captain America power level. He won't even be where he's supposed to be with the Superman level type dude.
Charlie Unicorn asked Skylar, "You must say my bad before saying anything to Jedi."
That's what it is.
I heard the script leaked for Blue Marvel. Did y'all see that? He actually getting his powers through drinking radioactive blue Kool-Aid.
It might be
that in.
Bro, I would not. I would be shocked.
Don't give him no ideas.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't put that out. Don't put that out, dog.
Chill out.
I rebuke that.
Because you know what they said? They said, "Oh, you know what? That's even better. We were gonna do Hennessy."
Wow, blue Kool-Aid.
We were gonna say, "We're gonna do Hennessy." Nope.
We was going to do
taking chicken and waffle.
We was going to do grape soda, a grape soda power. That's how we got it.
And you know what, Moses?
We were thinking crawfish, but oh god,
this is.
They try to do that with the. They try to do that with the special with the with the herb to try to make that shit grape juice. That was low key.
Exactly. Why it was so purple.
They said, "Come on, man, radioactive Kool-Aid."
Radioactive Kool-Aid, bro.
Like,
yo,
I don't remember saying, "Oh yeah,
boy."
Pedro said purple drink, and then Charlie Unicorn said purple drink.
The drink.
Blue Marvel off that
drink.
Bro,
I'm on that purple stuff.
Listen, but
I just think this is unforgivable, bro. I can't.
Exactly,
I can't I'm not going to forgive you for this because the man, like, literally is I would say within the past few years, you know, again, I'm glad that they're going to actually put his magazine dreams in theaters. We're going to see that. And I think that he's been quiet enough and he's been rolling with the punches. Like, you know, even a statement that he made about Robert Downey Jr. coming back, he's like, yo, I'm rooting for him, but I am hurt about Kang. You know, I have a right to be. I love the character. I would love to do Kang. And I don't see why not, bro. I definitely don't see why not. But again, the narrative is already spun. You expose yourself. It is what it is.
What's going to happen if they do this Young Avengers quote unquote champions movie, and they have Iron Lad? What's going to happen with that?
I don't even know if they're going to bring Iron Lad in.
Yeah, I know why.
I don't think. Honestly, bro, you want an unpopular opinion? I don't even think, and I don't, and people might. I don't even think Young Avengers is going to even get off the ground.
I don't think so.
What they're saying is they want to do it. It's going to be called Champions.
They're all too old now, anyways, because the whole point is it's supposed to be fucking kids.
Kids, right? They all old.
Yeah, they got families now.
You're right. You're right, Skylar.
I mean, they own some Stranger Things with Young Avengers, like.
Yeah,
but it's just crazy, bro. Like, you know, even if they did Young Avengers, you gotta have Scott. You gotta have Iron Lad.
Are we ready to see another armored character that is not connected to Robert Downey Jr.? I don't know if the.
Nah, well, if you do Young Avengers,
we are because we know Iron Lad from our reading history.
Yeah,
but the casuals, the people who are really going to spend that money, are they ready to see somebody like that? It's got to have. It's got like Pedro was saying, like it's got to be an actor that has some type of like cachet.
He has to be black now. So are they ready for that? He has to be black because they had King as a black character in the MCU. So Iron Lad has to be black.
No, it's gonna be the alternate universe iteration.
oh, my bad. Okay,
yeah. No,
the white version of Kang as a teenager. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Anyway, I'm kind of pissed at it, bro. I am.
Yeah,
because your boy basically deserves, his time with this role.
It's like they're making Marvel look mad suspect when it comes to black leads. This Wonder Man shit, I'm not even counting that shit, bro. Like I'm not even looking at that shit, bro. I'll watch it just to support, but
bro, from what I'm hearing about it, it's just gonna be a fucking parody, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm done with that. Like, I don't get why they think
we're a joke.
We want oversaturated levels of fucking jokes, bro.
Right. You've already deconstructed the superhero genre as it is within your movies. So it's like, why would you think we want in this day and age right now?
We're a joke, man.
A whole show that is literally in that realm of existence.
Wonder Man, we're a joke, we're a trope. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna watch it with some hope. I'm gonna have some hope.
We can't be taken serious like Black Panther was, or T'Challa, or even the OG Blade for that matter. If it weren't for Wesley Snipes' Blade, guess what? The MCU wouldn't exist. It wouldn't exist.
So Deadpool like that. He just makes it. Just the whole point seems to be just like make fun of comic book fans. She-Hulk did it too, and now they're gonna do it with Wonder Man. And it's to cater to people who think that all this shit is kind of stupid, and it's really
these
like disorientate your hardcore fans to bring in a few random casuals who ain't gonna stick to
and these assholes saw the She-Hulk shit didn't work. They saw it.
Do you think there's an actual thing that blocks filmmakers and film writers from just taking like an actual thing, not like mental and and creative licensing and things? Do you think there's an actual thing that stops these filmmakers from actually just one-to-one, just taking this story and adapting it one-to-one to screen?
It's called The Bank, the one that's running this shit.
It's called execs and the profit shares. Yeah,
called their jobs, because there's all these people there. everybody who's ever worked for any other company knows that there's a bunch of people at the top who come up with bullshit and silly
Bullshit. Right.
just shit to justify their existence. If you worked in retail, there's somebody who's like, oh, let's change this slogan, this ad, this.
Yeah.
Let's change the way the grocery store layout is. Let's change the way the fixtures are. This worked, but I can't just be sitting in my office saying, "Oh, this works. Let's not change it." I have to justify my position, so I'm gonna just come up with shit that probably won't even work, because if I just sit here and just rest on the laurels, they won't need me. So I'm gonna come up with some shit that's different, so that way I could say, "Oh, this is my version of Batman. This is my version of this, that, and the third," to justify it. Because if I just go out there and say, do some Zack Snyder shit and say, here's 1/1 of Watchmen, and just take the screenplay and put it right on the screen, then you have a whole slew of motherfuckers who are writing, executive producers who are adding input and all these chefs in the kitchen that aren't necessary anymore, because you got the whole fucking screenplay and storyboard right there. Same thing with Sin City, same thing with Watchmen. There's like, that's why there's maybe 2-3 comic book straight from page to screen adaptations ever. And guess what? They were successful and they were cold hits. Look at Sin City 2. There's a reason why that didn't hit the way Sin City 1 did.
Right. Right. But like, you got these executives that they I don't know, man. It's like
they get in the fucking way. That's what it is, bro.
Right.
And they get in the fucking way, and they listen to these fucking these fucking profit shares and these execs. Yeah, bro.
Marketing.
Why do you think they have those damn meetings when Disney is always having like the profit share groups that meet? And they start talking about the new IPs. It's for them to dip in and say what money they want to put their chips behind, which show they want to put their chips behind. Oh, well, we'll do this if you take this away. Oh, no, you can't have this actor doing this. We want to change that. Fuck that, bro. And that's the biggest problem, bro.
That would have been my first question in Hollywood if I'm a film. I'm like, can we just
we say like there's no agenda, but like there is an agenda to make sure you sell toys.
Yeah.
You do this. Now, third, like Tim Burton would have made probably 5 fucking Batman movies, but they were like, you got to make this lighter and more fun. We need to sell Happy Meals.
He like peace.
More exciting. So, and they were like, and Tim said, I ain't doing that shit. Have you seen my movies? Bill Schumacher was like, I'll do it. And then I'm gonna add nipples and boom bams and sound effects and little fucking ice puns and all that kind of shit. Whatever you want, you got it.
It's the most beloved Batman movie ever.
No, it is not. That shit is hot gas on the fire. Hot gas on the fire, bro.
Anyway, bro.
Trash.
We will, I mean, in the interest of time, because it is 12:08, we got more to talk about, but I just wanted to kind of dive into this shit because, you know, again, we got to get, well, you'll be here next Monday, right?
Yeah.
We got to get the top 10 animated out the way. We got to do that right at the top of the show, bro.
You know, in the thumbnail for about 3 weeks.
I know, and it's going to stay on the thumbnail. We're going to get to that shit, bro. It's just that I knew this was going to take me, you know, again, when I saw last week, and I'm like, yo, it's promising because, again, would they give him a chance? And then you see all these fucking pundits talk about, no, they would never see it. They'll never going to actually see it happen. I'm like, yo, y'all just poking the fucking bear. And if Disney doesn't see the shit, it just pisses me off, bro.
The shitty part is from when all that shit went down to when, you know, Kang Dynasty, Avengers 4, Avengers 5, excuse me, whatever you want to call it. It's still like a fucking year or two away. They had enough time to fucking work that shit out.
Bro, you got a cat, you got a cat that put hands on his wife, beat his wife. Another guy that beat his wife. You got a cat that was saying some wild shit about kids on Twitter. Like, and all of them still got their jobs back. Either their CEOs are still working for Marvel or CEOs with another company. I don't.
Protection for the collection.
It's because they're colorblind. It's colorblind shit, bro.
Oh, thank you, baby. She said, let's please get these live streams, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Thank you so much, baby. I do appreciate that. That is my pumpkin, bro. And that's the truth, bro. Like it's we, you know, if we don't talk about it, then the shit will fucking continue.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's never the right noise. There's always noise, but never the right noise and enough noise to kind of crack shit, bro.
Which is why they're playing with played, because not enough people are giving them hell.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I try not to be like, I don't know, like the bringer of bad news when it comes to certain shit like this, but it's just like,
yeah, you are. That's why we call you my bad Monday, bro.
That's it. but we're still in an era.
It's their bad.
Yeah, it is their bad. We're still in an era where they're still colorblind to us. You feel me? Like we make one mistake and you're out of mark. You can't be around. You can't be a lead. They can't take it serious. They weren't expecting Black Panther to make the numbers that it did.
Bro, let's just say if Brie Larson hurt her boyfriend's finger as she was trying to get away from him, and he chased her through New York for 5-6 fucking blocks,
that dude would be under the jail.
Would be renamed the fucking Brie Larson universe.
Right.
It would be all about
all over. Right.
She'd be a martyr for the like she'd be the biggest star in the world.
Right.
Oh, brother.
Right.
This is true, bro.
Right, bro. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, bro. Like,
anyway, just enough. It just incenses me, bro. Like it really does. It just really fucking incenses me, bro. That's why I kind of put it up, because I knew this was going to be a long conversation, because it needed to be had. Like I just can't fucking stand that aspect of it. And then somebody, a character as important, definitely important as Wonder Man. He's not a major character, but he's not a character to be fucked around with
One
and
of the
fucked
most
over.
interesting, unique character, especially power sets in all of comics.
Exactly.
And they're making him a trope, bro. They're making him a trope, like a joke. Like
his power set is fucking so unique,
right?
Original. And if
he's
anything,
made of ionic power, bro, negative and positive, bro.
Interesting character. That would have been somebody you could have accentuated and made more interesting and compelling. Yeah. But instead, you went and did some some cute shit.
Man, fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm just over it, bro. I am, and until they prove me wrong, I'm just gonna call it what it is, bro. That's some racist ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a color line there, bro. When you got characters that are important to the cause, bro. Again, don't wait till we kick up a stink about Black Panther to basically recast the character and bring it back in, because right now I don't think we're gonna fucking forget. We're not gonna fucking forget, because it took a while for us to get to this particular point. Yes, I understand, and I was very empathetic about the actors, the writers, and people that were there. But all this time, and then looking at how this fucking case was handled, looking at Blade, how they're fumbling the fucking bag on that. Come the fuck on, bro.
And it's like, bro, you gotta look at like, bro, like if it was not for Blade, the first Blade film, there would be no MCU. Stan Lee said it himself.
Yeah, bro.
Stan Lee said it himself.
It's bullshit, bro. Get that man his fucking flowers, but again, they just fuck around and they don't want. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Another fucking great show, man. I'm just, it is what it is. Mustard, what you got going on, Vinny? What's going on with you, bro? And actually, before why you doing this, bro? Let me bring this up real quick, bro. Why you talking and telling people?
Yeah, I whatchamacallit, I just came off a con in Mannheim. I am going to be
awesome. Look at this, bro. She's gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry.
He's awesome
on camera. Don't do that.
He's awesome.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo, Charlie, wow, man. I don't want to talk about Superman no more, bro.
I was laughing at that earlier.
Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate that. This is my daughter, my firstborn. Definitely. Thank you so much. Yeah, she said literally haven't been to any theater since Ant-Man. For real, she hasn't. But thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. But Vinny, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. I'm going to be going on like a quick little family trip. We're supposed to be doing some stuff down in Orlando, checking out Disney. I'm going to finally get to see Galaxy Edge. I know, Jay, I'm trying to figure it out, but it's gonna be hard. But I'm trying to scout and get some education, so that way when we go back down, I'll have more time to swing through.
Oh man, yeah, you're gonna be like,
but it's gonna be a family thing. It's like it's so booked. I'm like, I'm not sure when I'd be able to dip over and check you out, but I'm definitely come back down another time. Yeah. But I'm finally gonna try to check out Galaxy Edge, and we'll check out a little bit of Marvel stuff in Universal Studios. So I can't wait for that. I've been trying not to think about it, so I don't get too excited, but I'm excited for that. And then when I get back in a couple weeks, first week of December, I have like one of the biggest cons I've done yet. I'll be a huge exhibition area in GalaxyCon in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm excited for that. I've been doing a lot to prep to revamp display for the exhibitor area. I have a lot of new sketch cards that'll be coming to the site too. That'll be something new. I've had a lot of fun with those. It's like a different way that I've been doing the art on those, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So they'll be coming to the site very shortly. And and
there it is. The end from my bed.
I'm excited for a lot of things upcoming. And check out my Instagram and Stormy site, and start doing your Christmas shopping, get some people some art. So appreciate the opportunity. Comic Book Talk with Friends, as always, on Monday nights. So you'll see me back here next week talking more, my bad Mondayness with everybody.
That's it.
You already know, bro. Let them know. Here's the store. Definitely, if you're looking for it, go to his page. Make sure that you do so. Lock that work in.
Do some portraits for your family. I just did this was a fun one. I had a buddy of mine who's a fan who comes to different shows and always buys art from me. He had me commission a Nirvana poster that he had when he was this is some dope shit that I get. Like, he had a Nirvana poster since he was a kid, and his son now has started listening to Nirvana. It's like been a connection thing with his pops. So he had a poster that he had when he was a kid, and he commissioned me to recreate the poster and draw the poster. So he's going to give his son the poster and then the art, because now he's going to get into the music. So he's like got something to bond with his son. So it's like just little stuff like that. Stuff like you'll see on the site on IG and Facebook. Latoya just posted, got a chance to speak to students in her class.
Yes, that's what I was looking for just now.
Beautiful opportunity. I did a couple of art pieces for a book that they were reading in class, and then the kids loved it, and they wanted to ask me questions, and I came in and got to speak to the youth, which is what it's all about. Because my favorite part of doing cons and shows is kids coming up to me and talking shop, and especially little young artists, and they ask me for tips, and it's so beautiful, because that's all of us. That's where we come from. That's what I was when I was their age. I was so excited about the opportunities of excited about what art could do, and just getting creativeness out there. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And I was like, man, that was the highlight, one of the highlights of my year for sure. Like, that was everything. I didn't talk to these kids. They were so excited. You should have seen them just looking through the art, and they asked me so many fun and interesting really clever questions about the process.
This shit right here is one of the dopest photos, bro.
That's so raw, bro.
Look at that, bro.
So, have you ever slain crack?
We don't talk about that, Timmy.
All right, kids, this is what you do when the police come. Okay, you see this window right here? Let's take this room for example, right?
Bro, seeing it had to be a highlight.
Powerful picture,
kind of see the kids with art pages and just, bro, that's dope.
Bro, there was a little girl who's just, while I was talking, she started drawing my vision piece on her paper to try to recreate it how she would do it. And it was that was just everything.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope, man.
It's a beautiful experience. I appreciate Latoya for the opportunity. It was so much fun.
Very cool, bro.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yo, look at Renz, bro.
What do you say, bro?
Sir Vinny, what?
Yo,
Vinny, what is the room?
All right, the funniest shit is Latoya is a mess, yo. After it was done, and the kids, all her class, bro, they came up to me and they shook my hand and said, Mr. Vincent, I'm such a fan of your work. And the first kid who said it, I was like, did I hear? And then the second kid came up and was like, I'm such a fan of your work. I'm like, oh my God, she got me. Like, yo, I was trying not to die because,
she set you up, bro. She set you up.
All right, everybody. When you walk up to them, tell them this.
Yep.
Welcome.
That shit was diabolical. She was like,
yo.
She huddled them up like, here's what you do.
Right.
Yo.
That's hilarious, dog. That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, man, that was everything.
I'm a big fan of your work.
She hit you with the Vinny line.
Yo.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely, man. This picture was everything, bro. It was
that's
everything.
A powerful picture, bro.
So dope, bro. You need to put this shit on a canvas and put it in your house.
Yeah, I was trying to. Here's the thing. I was talking and doing my thing, so I didn't really get to get many like pictures or videos. And then Toya had sent me a bunch, but I wanted to wait till she put it out there first. And I was like, I'm just waiting on you because I'm stealing all these pictures. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to like share that day and that process with everybody. Because even before that, so she had, you know how I did the Harry Potter pages. I'm sure you guys seen those where I joined the book pages where they were reading the book in class. I did a couple of those pages for the class, and that's what kicked everything off because they loved it. She showed me a video of the class seeing those pages for the first time, and they were hype as fuck. And I was just like, that's everything.
Awesome.
That's why I do this shit, man. Like that's absolutely what it's all about. It's just so dope to be able to like be a part of that. This is incredible.
So I want to see something. Okay, so just follow me here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see something like this, black and white, but on a basketball court with Hoberticus dunking on greatest brother, like crossing them over.
The Jumpman logo.
I'm working on a. I'm working on a sometime.
Bro.
Yo, and then all you're gonna see is a bunch of kids with black eyes. Like I was not a fan of that work.
I swear to God, bro,
I was not a fan of that work.
Bro, we be watching Abbott Elementary. We be watching Abbott Elementary, and I'll laugh at a moment that's not funny, and she'll be like, "Why are you laughing?" I said, "Because I can insert. I'm just inserting. I'm just out of nowhere. I'm just." I swear to God.
Hey man, give it 3 years. Somebody gonna put my voice. They gonna take all of these fucking podcasts. They gonna put it in the AI, and they gonna be like, "I have Bloomer at home
everywhere, bro." That's just, bro. I'm telling
Bloomer
you, man.
Bloomer's gonna be my Siri.
My
AI
voice.
directing you to work. Like, no, motherfucker, not that left. The other left.
Like, okay, Bloomer.
bro, you're serious. In the morning, your shit gonna be like, "Wake up, nigga."
That's so funny, bro.
Hey, wake your ass up.
Wake up, nigga.
Swerving, fool, you swerving.
Yo,
you're gonna get an 11:30. You got 11:30.
Humidity in here is crazy. Can you lower it? Can we get open the window?
Man,
Sorry.
I'm opting out. I ain't trying to get 11:30 reminders to eat ass. Nah.
Smash, nigga. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Reminder. Get the Nutella.
Get the Nutella.
Ass eating time.
Yo. Jedi Kid, man. What you got going on, bro?
Yeah, boy, yo. Still finishing this move. I'm almost done, man. And it'll be Man Cave number 3. Bigger and better. Can't wait. Almost done. Bro. That's it, man. New crib, new house. It's always nice when you buy a new house, but the part that sucks is when you have to move your shit.
When you gotta move all your shit. Bro. Oh my God.
Dog, if you ever move, bro, I feel sorry.
Oh, we searching. We definitely searching, bro. But
yeah,
I'm
you
just
better have all that. I hope you got all your brown boxes, all your boxes.
Oh, my shit's right there, bro. Vinny didn't see it. It's a whole fucking haul of boxes, bro, right there on the side of the wall. A whole bunch of them, bro. I got a fort.
Yeah, because I had
okay, Craig.
Helms Deep. Helms Deep boxes, bro.
You stealing boxes, Craig? All right.
Helms Deep, bro.
Tell your mom.
Once y'all buy, bro, it's always that's the fun part. Oh, big sign, we got the keys, we got cheese and taking pictures. Bitch, I gotta move all this shit. Damn.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm cool though. I love it. The house is beautiful, man. I can't wait to get in officially.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a dope ass picture, bro. It
I
definitely.
love it. I love this picture.
This has to go on the canvas on your wall, bro.
Yeah.
This has to go on the canvas in the room and be like, see, they
Yeah.
listen.
They listen.
You know what's the funniest shit? You know what's the funniest shit? I don't think many people caught it either. I had the Woo Dunks on because it's for the children. I had
Wow.
You had the Woo Dunks on for real?
Dunks on. The dunks.
I was waiting for one person to notice I had the Woo Dunks on just so I could be like,
respect.
What?
Nobody
Nobody
said anything to you, did they?
they might have been too young to really to be all
to get that.
kicks like that.
No, they never can start too early.
Yep.
Yo.
Head top.
Anyway, bro, Jedi, thank you for being here, man. As always.
No doubt.
Last but not least, on Burnicus, bro. What's going on with you, man? What?
Always just highly blessed and highly favored. Cannot do anything without my savior, Jesus Christ.
All day.
Can't do nothing without him, man. So I want to always start off with that.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, always a pride and joy of mine to be able to show up on Mondays and do what we do, man. I love you guys out there in the chat. I love my folks out here on the panel, of course, my brothers. So again, you guys know the rotation at this point. Y'all can't see what Vinny putting up right
What are
now.
you gonna see?
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
So always a blessing to be here. And at this point, you guys know the rotation. Really crazy. At this point, Monday here with us, a comic book talk with friends. And Charlie, I did read the comic. We just didn't talk about it tonight. Motherfucker. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker. Anyway, it was good too. Really good. And of course, you guys know Wednesday as the world turns with Hot Toys. Last night we got 3 drops.
Mm-hmm.
3 drops, which is it's been a desert over there the last couple of weeks. You just eke it here or there, and then the things that we already been waiting for from China that already been released. So
Bro,
again,
I need the Iron Patriot. Oh my God, dog.
Oh, okay, all right. Norman,
I'm just not a fan.
I gotta get it, bro. I gotta get it.
Hey,
The Dark Avenger.
That is an acquired taste on that one, brother. That's all I got to say.
I'm an Iron Man nut. I got 44 of them. So
yeah. I didn't even get
what's 45?
No, the Iron Patriot from Endgame, bro. I didn't.
Nah, not the Endgame. I have the one from Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I can't. I'm done.
I do like the sleeker version rather than the big bulky. You know.
Yeah.
I
didn't
like
get the
that.
Endgame. I didn't get the Endgame one. I don't like that.
So
I'm just not too patriotic right now. So it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I just keep it all the way stacked. I'm just not. They can cancel me for saying that if they want to, bro. I'm just not.
I feel you, bro.
Hey, there's some people that don't want cops and badges in their collection, so they.
I want it for the Dark Avengers reason. That's why I want it.
It is what it is. Everybody has their the way that they vibe, you know. I love that about people. It's just long as you're not fucking lame with it, we cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And then lastly, of course, Friday with Figure Flex Friday.
Yeah.
My family will be there, of course. I'll see. Yeah, you know what? It's Friday. I will be off.
I gotta get back on it, man.
I ain't gotta wait. I'll be there. I'll be checking you guys out. So make sure you guys go in there, and I'm sure Lumi posted the themes that I'll be covering, I believe, this week or this month in general. So again, please make sure you go on out there and get that done. Another side addendum. I want to give a happy anniversary shout out to a character. We talked a lot about X-Men, but today I believe this was like it is the anniversary of the first appearance of Lilandra, X's old girl, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this was today was the anniversary of it's been fucking years, decades. that she was first popped on the scene. So that's just a little X-Men.
How many years? How many years is that?
I believe
It's the 47th anniversary.
I was gonna say those are the 80s. Oh, yeah.
Years?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, I'm getting
Of
old.
her first appearance.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Lalandra's first appearance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 47.
Wow.
Kids and whole generations. Of
Yes, sir.
fans
It was a
been on
47th first appearance, but it was about 33 years to the date as to when the whole situation. No. It was about 40 years to the date, 40 to 41 years to the date when Charles was crippled and he was. Yeah, remember he got the tech. He was basically
They could walk. Damn.
years.
It's crazy.
Obviously, a lot of that, of course, predates the fuck out of me. So again, this is to me, it's just comic book history. It's history in general, pop culture history.
That's so cool, man.
The Shi'ar tech that he got.
Shi'ar tech. Yeah.
Shout out to her. Go read some X-Men tonight. And lastly, of course, go make sure you make the vagina near you.
Here we go.
You make the vagina near you. Go fart, man. If it ain't farting, it ain't doing it. If you ain't making that pussy fart, you doing something wrong. Okay. All right. You got your homework. Go out there and make a fart.
I'm banned. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Thank you guys. A great show, great episode, man. And I'll be demonetized tomorrow, but hey, at least it was, we would talk to each other. Yeah, bro. It's gay.
We dumped Amber, Carly. We on the new things. We on the new things now. Okay. I just met this fan that's on this chick that's on OnlyFans. So we gonna
Charlamagne.
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Great show. I definitely enjoyed it. We will talk to y'all. And then we will talk to y'all. Definitely, bro. We are out. That's right. You better make it sound like macaroni up in there. Squid.